There we go. And I will get rid of this. Alright, we're moving. Hep has not joined me yet, but I suspect he's en route. And we have a long show today. So buckle up, settle in. Because we are going to go through every single team that has played. Not every single team. I don't think we'll go over the Lightbringers. I don't think we'll go over Rutland Skelly Vision because they're no longer playing. But we will definitely be having one last look at every single team from the bottom to the top. And before we do end the stream, after we've gone through every team, had a little recap of how everyone's done this year, we will do a preview of all the post-season matchups for the top 6. So what I have in front of me, which isn't shown, I've still got the backplate up, but I will be searching in Blood Bowl 3 client to find the teams because the competitions have all been disbanded. So I have the league table in front of me, and we're going to go through. And I was kind of hoping Hep would turn up, because we're going to do Inno first. He's not here, so it's only 1 minute. But what I will do quickly is set up. Should have done this before, really. Display capture properties. I kind of want a window capture, not a display capture here, so that we don't get stuck in OBS hell. Yeah, okay. I'll knock that up real quick. I'll add a over here. Add a browser source. Maybe? No, that's not how you do it. You add a window capture. Chrome. Select window to capture. Perfect. Oh god, I wish it was dark moded. Oh well, it's not dark moded. We'll have to cope. You have to cope and seethe. What I will do now is can I zoom in?
Joe.
Ah, hello. Right on time. I've just finished setting up the setting everything up. Let me just check OBS.
Yes.
Right, I think I'm picking you up pretty nicely. So I'm glad you're
That's
here
good.
because I'm starting from the bottom, and we're going up. So obviously,
in the list or whatever it's called.
yeah, in the league. So we're obviously going to. That means we're starting with. Oh wait, we're not starting with Inno. Oh, I thought we were starting with Inno, but they did beat the Goblins.
We are not.
So we are going to start with the Goblins of Imperator Vex. So let me I should really have hotkeys for this. Oh well. Right, let's get out of Inno 92. I was looking at Inno's passing stats because I know that he's a passing guy. Yeah. So if I go to Imperator Vex, show profile.
I think some of the folk that is like lower than him has like less played games, like they quit early.
Yeah, so how Imperator Vex's season went, they started with Undead. They were all based on Faulty Towers characters. And they played 6 games and decided to reroll to Goblins because I think their mummies, like one mummy died and another got strength busted or something. Something catastrophic happened. So he went to switch to Goblins, and the switch to Goblins did not go super hot. They have 1 win and 5 defeats. They lost the stunty mirror to the Halflings. Unfortunately, they did beat Meridian, which is probably the crowning achievement of the season for these guys. Yeah, 6 game Goblins. They have got a safe pair of hands Goblin and a level 4 Goblin in 6 games. This is an incredible achievement. Andrew Boner Claw. They have a sprint, sure feet catch guy.
I'm not gonna be that guy, but I just turned on your stream. You're not showing shit.
I'm not showing shit. Wait, really? Oh yeah, my phone says it's not showing shit either. What have I done wrong here? Game capture. Oh, I turned that on. Okay. Well, the good news is no one's here yet, so I'll spot
Well, I'm just here to help.
Yeah. Tech support. No.
Tech support, you know. The easy shit.
Easy. All right. So yeah, as you can see, the trolls. One of them's got to 6, but you kind of save them to 10 to get block, I think, or pro. I think pro is probably strictly better these days. Yeah. Fnatic rostered. Spicy. And they've got to
Nice
4.
indeed.
Maximum weapons. So this is clearly like sometimes you see like people play stunties and like try and win. They like play super like fantasy. This is a proper like 4 fun stunty team. All weapons on the team. 1,000 team value in fresh means you're not going to get many bribes to keep those weapons on the pitch. It's pure carnage, pure hoping for the best. And I love it.
Yeah, and it's in it is a sort of way I think the new rules within Rebel as well is allowing you to do so, right?
Yeah.
Because like even if you're like 6 games in out of your 9 games or 12 games, and then you see like, ah shit, this is going to hell, I won't have a chance, then you're definitely viable to just pick up goblins and laugh your ass off.
Yeah, exactly. And it adds some more variety to the league as well. So yeah, it's definitely a plus.
Yeah, it does. Because it induces things to actually happen like this.
Yeah. Anyway, best of luck to Andrew Boner Claw. I kind of hope this team stays for the next half season. It's going to be a weird one. If you're not already aware, if this is where you get your Rebel news, I'd be shocked if it was. But we're doing. There's going to be like a really not scuffed. It's going to be like a 6-week mini season till March, and in March, according to Cyanide, so take with a pinch of salt. But according to apparently in March, the new rule sets come in, which means every single team gets wiped, and will start from scratch. So if you're a pixel hugger, make sure to hug your pixels before March 1st, otherwise they'll go away forever. This could be a fun little goof around team, especially if they slam everybody into the same. If they don't do fresh divisions, and I don't think they will, this team gets a lot better because you start facing against like 1,800 team value teams, and you can take all the bribes you want and a Ripper. I was about to say and Bomber, but you've got your own Bomber. You know, you can take Ripper, Morg. That's a fun one.
No, but you can. I've played against goblins who played with 2 bombers. Like they hired in one and they had their own.
Ooh, God, that must not be fun. You can only throw 1 bomb a turn though, right?
Yeah. So how they did it was that they were facing my elves, and since elves like to catch things, they threw in 2 bombers.
Yeah.
So they were like 1 bomber, 1 half, and then you just yeeted that one off the field whenever I scored, and then threw in the second one. I had to like play against 3 bombers or something because he bribed once or something. It was awful.
That's rough. I tried to do the same thing with Creek because he had him with his own bribe. But yeah, tough slate. But you got the win. You got the 1 win, and especially over Dark Elves. That's a very impressive one. So congrats to Imperator Vex. What's next up? So Imperator Vex, they finished with 4 points. No, they didn't. They finished with 3 points. What am I talking about? Next up, we have the one team that Imperator Vex was able to beat with goblins, and that is Meridian and the Nagarothi Outcasts. So let's go find him real quick. So Meridian was one of the late joiners. They joined after the first 3 games, I believe. Level 21 coach. I think it's definitely the newest coach. And oh my god, look at this team. There's nothing left. Well, the important ones are left. I think I forgot just how beat up these guys were.
Yeah, that's not much of a team left, is it?
No. And
I mean, but then again, so this is my premise. Maybe they didn't like to play Dark Elves. Who knows? That's always a thing.
All I will say is there are only teams in Blood Bowl 3 are this Dark Elf team and a ladder Dark Elf team. So I suspect it's probably someone who plays tabletop, who decided to give online Blood Bowl a go before the new rules came out. They did. It's not like they're at the bottom, but they got 4 draws, right? So I think I'm sure there's probably some bad dice in there somewhere that turned a win into a draw. On a couple of occasions, unfortunately. And yeah, it was tough because they came in early, and I think when you come in late even, you have to like get super lucky and like supercharge the development, and they didn't get off fast, and after that it was Undead, Double Skaven into Norse, into Goblins, into Khorne, so a rough beat.
They had a rough patch there.
And it's hard when you don't have that much to play for as well. When you're purely playing for development, it's hard to like apply yourself like to the game.
you gotta play in a different sort of mindset where like every game isn't like, oh, I got a win. Oh, I got above like a certain amount of SPP.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I did for my early season, and then I just got wins on top of that, which was great.
Yeah, I think it's hard with especially with this passing change, because before when you were
Yeah,
elves and you had a bad game, you could always just throw a couple vanity passes in the backfield, so you felt like even if you got absolutely diced and every block removed a piece, you still got something. Whereas now
you
everyone's
still
like
got
passing
like
on a
3
4+.
SPP or something.
Yeah, so now it's a lot harder for the elves to get SPP if they're not scoring. I think
And
hard.
even so, it actually limited them in another way that I think is unspoken about. They limited them in the movement quite a lot.
Yeah,
Because you can't now do a handoff pass in the same turn as easily.
yeah, exactly.
So instead of having 21 movement in a total of one turn, which is dumb to say, but that's the accuracy of what it is. You now only have 14 as a base.
Exactly.
Because you can only hand off viably. Of course, they are still passing. We shall go to such a team soon, or now, I think, right?
Yeah,
Unless you had
potentially.
something else.
Let me see. Well, next we've got the Vava room. Yes, well spotted. So this is the lowest placed team that played 12 games. They were 1, and 10 on the season, but hey, at least they won one. And it's your good friend Inno92.
I might have something to do with that.
Wait, were you the one win?
No, I might have egged him up to a point where, like, if you don't win this, I won't be your friend anymore.
Oh God, it's a threat. And who did they win? Poor old Imperator Vex and the Goblins. Vava room took them down.
And then
5-0.
Innovation said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
And then scored 5 times.
SPP check. Oh, 6 SPP on the thrower. Let's go. It's the clown.
Yep.
2 touchdowns for Anelka, 1 for Mbappe, 1 for Henri. I guess Mbappe is how you should say it. And 4 an MVP and 2 Kaz for the Blitzer. Absolute craziness. So what I want to check is, let's be real, he's not playing this team next season. We don't need to think too much.
No, he's not.
What
He's
I want to
playing
do
Chaos.
is look at he's playing Dwarves.
Chaos.
For 6 games?
So for those unfortunate enough to know about Innovation, he's terrifying on anything that is involved with Bash.
Yeah.
So have fun, everybody, in the fresh division, David.
I don't think there'll be a fresh. I think they'll probably do like you get like 1200 team value worth of skills.
Do you think they are? That would suit me even better, I think.
Because why would you re-roll for 6 games? Like, there's no point in re-rolling, so fresh will be empty pretty much if they do it like that.
I guess you could say that, but then again, we look at your team, and then we look for Louis M's teams.
We'll get to those teams.
And the other team that are high in the draft, even though being fresh.
Yeah, but after like 6 games, I guess, I don't know. We'll get to my team in a minute.
Anyway, we will.
So
I'm going ahead.
Of the Vav room, the passing thrower, they received 11. So it was a double effort. It wasn't just one passing. Let's go to statistics, passing statistics. So on the season, the passing, escape, and thrower, the focus of the team, 32 yards passing in 8 games. If you're used to American football, that doesn't sound like a lot, but remember that there's only like 16 yards is like the length of a pitch and half the length of a pitch in Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad as it sounds. And they were successful on 11 of 13 passes.
Quite good score then.
Which is very good. Well, most of these quick passes then, I have... Oh, here we go. I'm trying to figure out the breakdown here. So I think this is quick passes here.
Yeah, I think so as well. If you read between the lines, you have 2 long passes attempts, right?
Yeah.
And 1 succeeded.
Yeah.
You have no long bombs, no interceptions, and no ball captures.
Right. What is the pass received stat?
If you go to, let's see, the other dude, however,
it's the clown.
He did 3 out of 4 ball catches, and the 1 long bomb.
Ooh,
successfully.
nice. And 6 for 6 on short on quick passes as well. So they are passing.
Exactly. So they have been doing their job. It's not that. It's just maybe Skaven ain't that good at fucking passing.
Yeah, maybe not. He's running 4 Guster runners. Games Workshop dictated that's a terrible thing to do. You're supposed to run 2.
Oh wait, what?
Did you not see? They
No.
So in the new rules, Skaven only get 2 Gutter runners, but they get a stab. And they interviewed some people who work at Games Workshop, and one guy's like, I've been playing Skaven since the 90s, and I've only ever been playing them with 2 Gutter runners and a Rat Ogre. And he's like, that's probably the best way to play
what? No! Oh my.
So Skaven, in
so
March,
you're
Skaven will go down to
Skaven
2 blitzers, 2 gutters. The blitzers get strip ball, and the gutters get stab. But yeah, so it's part of the you only need to buy 1 box. Setup.
Oh my. So, and 2 throwers? 1 thrower?
I think it'll still be 2 throwers.
That's still so. Oh my god.
So all the Skaven coaches sort of did a double take, and then we're like, well, I guess I'm going to play some Wood Elves, because at least the Wood Elves get War Dancers. If I'm going to have only 2 of each piece, I'll take 2 War Dancers, sir. So get your Skaven in. Okay. So this is a really good shout. If you want to play the Agi Skaven with 4 Gutter runners, maybe, and you want to re-roll or take whatever starter packs on offer, Skaven might be a good shout, because they're not going to look like this for a very long time. Starting in March. So I think that's all we can say for best of luck on the Chaos next season. I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
And I'm worried he's going to have a bone to pick against the likes of us, who have been flaming him for 12 weeks. If we get him next year, we might run out of players. Next up, we have... So Kit McCat dropped after 6 weeks. So we'll skip that. And then we have Imperative X's old team, which we'll also skip because, you don't get rewarded with double coverage for re-rolling, unfortunately. Yeah. The reward is having fun with goblins. Now let's move on to Lich. And I think it's important to have a good look at Lich's team, because he is the bottom place Khorne team. And I would argue this is how your first Khorne season is supposed to go, because he did not win a game, I'm pretty sure. They are the Return of Torment. No, they did win a game. I tell a lie. They are 1-6-5. So Lich's Return of Torment. Where are you?
The second row, second.
Yes, here we are. Return of Torment. And this is where they got to. And I think this is a pretty solid first season, all told.
I think so too. Cool. I think Rebel kind of have been flustered a little bit with Khorne, or Khorne has done my numbers on Rebel, because I think flustered. This is how they should look like.
That's a great way of putting it. Sorry, carry on.
I think this is how a Khorne team after the first season should look like. You have damage on it. This full of guard. This full of block. You've tried to develop your Khorne gore.
Yeah.
But they've been smashed and bruised and
It's and it's the Khorne thing. You get frenzy, so you get so many more blocks, and it helps you develop a bit quicker than most Nurgle and Chaos teams. But the downside is you have frenzy, so you're constantly leaving pieces marked and taking attrition on your light armor pieces.
Exactly.
So we've got the beaten up hammer smashed grapes, movement busted and armor busted, but it is block guard, so we have to keep it. And the star of the show, Ripping Chops, has made it to 16 extra SPP on top of his 4 level ups. So probably one of the more prolific killers of the league. 5 MVPs. Holy, 5 MVPs on one guy in 12 games.
But then again, the 124 block actions done with the 99 blitz actions.
Yeah, well spotted.
It's quite up there, I want to say.
Oh yeah, this is a team captain through and through.
He has really been
gained
smashing
42 SPP in 12 games. That is 4 a game. It's almost just under 4 a game SPP, which on an Agi 3 movement 6 piece is incredibly impressive. So a very good season for Ripping Chops. What do you take now? You've got your block, mighty blow, tackle. You've already got Juggernaut, so that's the standard luxury pickup. You've got it. So now do you go for Claw?
So there's no more Claw, piling on, right?
Hmm.
So I guess it's claw or piling on.
So piling on doesn't exist. You just take claw, and you don't get the reroll. So piling on
there
is
you
now
go.
pile
So
driver.
claw then, I guess.
Yeah, piling on is now pile driver, and it's a foul action that you take. So you can be sent off after pile driving.
Didn't know that.
Which is why you
This
probably
is how
haven't
much
seen.
I
Yeah,
played
it's probably why you haven't seen it outside of a death roller.
Okay.
So I think the tech now is either claws or we take something like
Final appearance. What's Monstrous Mouth?
Oh, Monstrous Mouth is a good agi skill. It gives you a reroll on each catch, and you can't be stripped. So it's like a B texture hands.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
I guess it kind of depends on what you want out of him, right?
Yeah, it's a really interesting choice.
There could definitely be, in some fashion, you can take like break tackle if you want. You could also take it guard. You could also take it grab, right? So choose where the people stand. But you could just make it a pure killer and just give it claws.
I think you have to claw, unfortunately.
Yeah, claw and then pro, maybe. You know? Go the secure killer route.
Yeah, that's the good route. Because normally the reason we're having and hiring is because normally after this stack you buy a Juggernaut on the next level.
Exactly,
but you already have it. We get to get greedy, and I think claw is good.
Well with. Yeah, and as well with like something that can mutate, you take horns as well, but you already got that as well.
Yeah. So I think you either get claw or you're saving for movement 7.
Yeah, and you never take frenzy because you're already frenzy overstacked.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, ripping chops, incredible piece. I really hope, Lich, that I know it's probably been you probably had some games this season where it's been like, oh god, Blood Bowl's such a shit hobby. What am I doing? But I really think the only like you've gone through the hard part. I really hope you stick it out for the next 6 games, because I think you could, especially if you get claw on this guy. There's so many orcs and lizards. There's too many lizards in Premier. We need to kill them all, so we need claw pieces to do that. And I think ripping chops is gonna end the lizard hegemony at the top of Gman.
Yeah. Definitely.
So yeah, I hope get ready for a lizard buffet. Get Saurus back on the menu for the boys.
Yep.
But well played, Lich. Lovely season for him, I think, in terms of SVP at the very least. Next up, we have everyone's favorite Badger Jelly. And this is Sheffield Pancakes Day. The No Tree Man Halflings. The 16 Halflings. And God, these guys were fun.
He stayed true to his motto.
Yes.
At least. Very much so. And I mean, it's a banged up Halfling team.
It is a brutalized Halfling team. And he's played Cripple Cup rules. If anyone who doesn't know, I don't think he knows what that is, to be honest. I think he's kind of new to Rebel. But so we used to have a one-day tournament called the Cripple Cup, where no appos are allowed, and you have to keep all your injuries, and you have to random your skills, or something like that. And the result is teams like this, which are a lot more fun. And so, for example, Strength 1 Halfling with Leap is going to be there. He's temp retired it. Here we go. So we are going to try and heal some of these guys. He is coming back next season. So if you're a Premier coach who's been keeping half an eye on this team, you might get to play them in the new year. Should be fun. So they have the block Grant Berry Bruiser. Yeah, God, it's who did these guys beat? They got 3 victories as well, which is really impressive.
Meanwhile, you take a look at that. I have to run real quick. I'm hearing my cat scratching real quick. So
take care of that. Naughty boy. Let's have a look. So they got a draw against the Undead All-Stars to round up the season. A very good finish for the Pancakes. They got a battered by Skaven, although it could be worse. Skaven are a natural killer of stunties. Lost to Mr. Major Rising. They got the stunty victory. This is the big win they were hoping for over the Grime Ministers. Halfling supremacy assured. Took a loss to Hoarder. Took a loss to Glaudian. Thrashed Inno, the Skaven there. Big win for the boys. Unfortunately, couldn't quite take down the Highland Avengers, but I'm sure they gave it a good go. And after and the other win was over Metal and Greenhorn. I remember this. Yeah, I talked about this earlier. In the season. So congrats to them. I wonder if we can look at statistics and look at. I was kind of wondering to see if we could figure out who was induced the most. Like which star player has been induced the most. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch many of the games. But anyway, favorite piece: Grimes quick fry, trudging through the season. Gone for Frenzy on Lemon Jifferton on a random and accurate. Excuse me, do these guys have passing access on primary? They do. So did we random accurate? They pass on a 3+. What on earth are we making a passing hefty? Santi makes passing harder, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Or did they get rid of it? Oh, they changed it. It used to be a -1 to passing, but now it's a +1 to intercept their passes. So you can actually make a stunty passer. Watch out for Hendricks. This could be fun. This could be accurate into the pass skill. I think Badger, if you're watching this, I think just make this guy, now that he's random accurate, I think you stop randoming and start taking the actual decent passing skills, and you might be able to pull off some sort of fun play. Like the randoms are fun, but when you get direction like this off your random, I think you gotta start building the piece. We got a grab guy, we got defensive.
I'm back.
Oh, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
I've made a discovery.
Okay.
I found that he's randomed Halfling Hefty. Halfling Hefties have a 3+ passing check, and he's taken accurate. Because passing is a primary
what you're
skill.
saying is that he's actually +4 on passing then.
Yeah, so also what I'm reading is that Stunty no longer hurts your passing.
Oh.
So they changed it in this game, you don't get the -1 passing. They just other people get +1 to intercept your passes.
Oh,
which is very workaroundable. Much more workaroundable than a flat. I think it was like -1 to passing on if you had Stunty almost.
It was before.
So now this guy short passes on a 2+. Quick pass on a 2+.
So what you're saying is that he actually has a strategy then, and then maybe the sure feet sprint guy that he's have like temporary retired might actually come back and be a successful catcher.
Yeah, genuinely, I think. Now I was saying this just as you were coming back, but because I think Badger's been randoming. I was just saying to Badger, if you watch this, you shouldn't stop randoming Hendricks and just give him the pass skill, give him, I don't know, any other like actual good passing skills now, and you could turn him into a halfling thrower. Because you don't have a tree, so someone's got to be the thrower. I don't think you can throw a halfling. He's not that strong, but something to think about anyway. I was just saying the one of the only wins was against Innovation. Which is a bit sad. I think it was the only other team he beat apart from the Goblins this season. But well played to the Pancakes, and I can't wait to play against. I didn't get to play against them this season. I hope I get to play against them next season because I think it'll be a lot of fun.
It was.
Right. I'm very jealous. Next up, we got Chudo, a Norse team, Pants of the Gods. I think this might be one of the teams where we didn't chat much about them because they were always like mid-season or like mid-table or below.
Okay.
But we've got
the god.
We've got a ball. We've
got a ball.
What else?
Did you have one Ulf winner?
Yeah. Let me just check the matches played on the Ulf. So this guy, yeah, I think it might be in a case of Ulf death.
Could be. Could very much be.
So yeah, so neither of these two pieces are the original Ulf owners on this team.
Yeah.
And this one's been actually busted.
Yeah, and the sad part is as well about Ulf owners, when they die, they are incredibly hard to like build up again.
Yeah, it's just the curse of like being the non-block piece on a block team. Like when you even activating the piece, like it's always the last thing you do, and you're never giving them the ball either because it's unless you've already won the half.
Yeah, and this is the hard part. Like if you're trying to level up Ulf Werners, this is what is his name? Shit. The trainer that trained me with Norse said, always try at least one turn, the first turn, to pick up with an Ulf Werner. Because you have like all of the other turns you can pick up on a 3+.
Yeah, you can always just Valkyrie. I like that's pretty good tech. You should have.
So
You should
like
have said this
you
earlier in the season.
well,
It
I
looks
think I
like
did.
Judy might have needed the help.
I think I did, but
Oh, but
that's the take. You try to pick up once, and if it fails, because it's the same difficulty as to pick up with a Skelly
yeah,
or like with a Mummy or something else that like like that's a 4+ to pick up the ball. I'm speaking in old terms now.
yeah.
Um,
No, it's a good
Yeah.
shout. The Valks are doing good though. So they've got a good core of
Yeah.
Valks. They got some strong skills. We got Rackle Strip Valk, the Holy Thong, solid piece with Dauntless as well.
solid piece.
And the part I love how they just randomly have the passing skill.
It's a super odd piece
It's so strange, isn't it? They have catch and
because
pass.
it's both the catcher and the thrower.
Yeah. And it's also dauntless. It's also like your Saka as well. They're incredibly
Yeah.
flexible pieces.
Yeah.
But the problem is like because they're the fastest ones. I just realized they've only got one berserker, so I think they must have lost a berserker as well. They're a
They
pretty
did
beaten up
indeed.
team. It's one of those. They should really be. I think these girls should be 03 instead of 02, because then you can actually
Yep.
use the catch and passing for the third one. Whereas because otherwise you just have to do ball carrier one with block sure hands leader, and then the
Mhm.
sacking one. So there's no scope for the actual catching and mostly not the passing. Lewisham.
I think what you do is that you ignore one part, one facility that they do, right?
Yeah.
You ignore either the passing part or you ignore the catching part.
Yeah.
But then I think actually might be a tree branch situation, and I shall explain what I mean by that. Is that if you pick up the passing part, you will need the catching part as well, and then
Yeah,
you just
I see.
ignore the dauntless part.
Yeah. You just make the sacking off with
But
break tackle. That's the tech.
yeah, exactly, and you just ignore the sacking part at all. But in other regards, you can build a catcher and like a sacker.
Yeah.
But you can't have all three.
Anyway, we have 105k in the bank. I don't know how redraft works from fresh divisions. Hopefully that's enough
Me
to
neither.
keep everything.
It's good that the two that don't know anything about the fresh division does the fresh division.
Well, at least we're playing in it, you know? Could be worse.
True.
Um,
I mean, sure.
Yeah. Lewisham in the chat. Lewis, we're going from the bottom to the top. So if you're here for an ego boost, settle in. Gonna be a while yet. Right. I think that's it for Tudor rough season. Actually, no, that's not it for Tudor. Let's have a look and see who they beat this year. Have a quick look at the results when it loads. Right, they beat Inno to close out the season. Good job.
That's good.
Through Meridian, they beat Iron Thunder. Nice. They only just lost to Ritchie, the Fresh Forever, so that's a tough loss. Because they ended up very close to playoffs. We'll get onto that later. Or a lot of 1-0 losses where I suspect like the first half was 0-0 and then the North just ran out of armor and ran out of pieces and lost 1-0.
Probably.
So probably a bit of a frustrating season.
Yep.
And they beat McNugget at the start at least, and
There you go.
took a draw against Lich, lost to Average 2. So yeah, neither here nor there season. But we've got a killer Norse guy. We've got some this will be a fun inducement team. It'll be bomber every game. I'm here because the alternative is doing work. You know what? That's a low bar, and I'm happy that we were able to clear it.
I think it's not a low bar. I think that we are way better than work.
That's true. I like that. Right, speaking of, let's go on to Marky Mark, okay? The artist formerly known as McNaughton.
Yep.
Indeed. Roll admin. So watch your backs. Watch your backs, everybody. They've still got admin privileges. I need to watch my back. Because oh my god. But yeah,
I'm
Undead.
not watching my back.
One of the surviving Undeads. Didn't bail out halfway through. Let's take. Is that a kick mummy? That is a kick mummy. The Incredible Nessie. Four.
It is.
Random general.
I think that's a random as well.
Does that imply that this team's not gonna play?
I think so. Right. I think that implies that they're not gonna play anymore.
Yeah, this feels like I'll be pleasantly surprised, but these skills feel like these useless mummies have let me down all season long, and I'm gonna curse them by giving them terrible skills.
Yeah.
Sort of play, which I can get behind.
maybe they were trying to build a team with random, and then
Maybe.
Lewis. Oh my god. Now, Mark's just a spanner. He probably picked kick. This is a quote.
This sounds like, I don't know where they live. Let's say Inverness. They were shooting the shit about their teams in some random pub in Inverness, and so that's where that came from. Good chat.
Yep, most likely.
Anyway, quick ginger. The block fan zombie was not enough to give this team a solid record. They are 3-3-3. I didn't realize this, but they also joined late. They've only played 9 games.
Oh, there you go.
I did not notice that at all. Nugget coming sliding in late, and probably felt like they'd lost some of the early advantage that Undead get.
Yeah,
Let's see.
and I think unfortunately this is what we see when you join in late. Like when you're joining in late, you're gonna unfortunately struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the battle is uphill. That's just the case of it.
They ran into Kozo, only just beat the Halflings. Didn't get too far with the game. But the thing is, like, the Whites are getting there, and they have a decent core of ghouls, so it's playable. But if you want to play something else, fair enough. Undead are kind of boring, in my opinion, anyway.
If not boring, they are very basic.
Yeah,
and they work in a particular way how to play them. I think.
My problem with Undead is like, for like a hybrid team, they've got like, they have 2 big guys, and that's incredible at the start, having 2 big guys with no downside. Yep. But I feel like the moment you start playing like even like 1200, 1300, you just get out bashed because you've only got those 2 strength 5 guys, and the rest are all strength 3, and the ghouls are really squishy, and the zombies are so slow. It feels like a 4-piece team.
This is why I think as well when I gotta look up his name now because this is Ornan. There you go, that's his name. Ornan, when he won the World Championship, he won it with Undead.
Oh, what do I know? Undead OP.
And he won it with Undead because it was a 1200 TV perfect team.
Yeah.
So he was in that middle mark where his team was 1200 TV, but he said that he could mid-max them because that's where they top out.
Exactly. Anyway.
So you're actually correct what you're saying. They are not doing that much better over like 1200, 1300 TV because it was a 1200 TV rule set.
Yeah, I think it was a smart choice. If you're coming in late to the Festive, Necro will get you so far, but I suspect the prospect of playing even 6 games with thick skull mummies against like the Gman Premier teams, it's going to be a tough prospect. So
yeah, that's gonna
still congrats. They got 3-3-3, perfectly solid record.
Yep.
Considering they're a late joiner, pretty good. So there were a lot of coaches we've talked about already before getting to Marky Mark who played 12 games, so it's a good start. He tied for points in the end with Iron Thunder, the Fulheim Errata. And now this is a bit of a comeback story, because I mean I haven't been paying too much attention, let's be real, but I remember seeing Iron Thunder being very not upset, very ticked off and annoyed at how his team was playing in the first 6 weeks of the season, to the point where, or the first few weeks, to the point where when the halfway point hit, or when was it? Let me get my words in order. He was put in a group with brand new teams, even though his team had played 3 games, because at that point, his team had 1 level up in 3 games. It was not a good start. Possibly the worst start for the Fulheim Errata. Yeah, Barry and the lads took a shining to them, into Corn Huskers, into Children of Entropy. So they played Corn into Chaos into Nurgle. And at that point, I think Iron Thunder was about to throw their toys out the pram. And then they got Juxu into Meridian, into EdH, which, it was like a buffer before going off the racetrack. It sort of like kept them in, rebounded them in. And they actually recovered pretty well. He drew against Richie, beat Claudian, Couldn't beat Tactical New Penguin, couldn't beat Gorbash, and finish off the season with a draw against you. And how did that draw go? Because apparently it was your most recent game.
That draw, in all honesty, I think both him and I kind of like threw our gloves off, and we went like, yeah, we are not making playoffs, either of us. We're just here for bash.
That explains why he has no missed next games. It sounds like he didn't do a very good job.
So in our match, we did in total 19 inflicted injuries. between Dark Elves with one Mighty Blow and a human team.
Yeah,
but I think we did well with that.
So your Mighty Blow guy didn't get any SPP though.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't him who killed them or like damaged them.
Yeah.
So the TLDR is that I kicked his ass, then he kicked mine, and then he scored.
Nice and cathartic.
I scored on his drive.
Yeah.
And then, or I defended well enough for him to not score. Then I scored on my drive. He scored me back because I didn't have any players to defend. It's the TLDR.
A nice cathartic end of season punch up. That is the classic Blood Bowl experience. And anyway, they recover pretty well. So Thumptech, the ogre, this strikes me as a brand. Yeah, only 8 games played. They're yet to do anything good. But we've got 4 guard, no Mighty Blow. This man's playing tournament Blood Bowl.
Yep.
Guard, tackle, all the guard. As much blood. We only got 1 catcher, which maybe someone's died. Did he kill any catchers?
I didn't kill anything from what I remember, but I don't know if something went to the glue factory, possibly.
Oh, potentially. Anyway, humans with 1 catcher. That is a bash team with only 1 big guy and a load of strength 3, so that could be rough. But we have 380 grand in the bank, so hopefully most of this team, almost all this team, will survive. If he wants to keep it. And we can probably buy an extra catcher with the leftovers, because it's a lot of money. The random lineman situation, we've got a wrestle, we've got a pro, we've got a tackle, and we've got a block shadowing. So incredible randoms. For Iron Thunder here, this is a really good core of pieces. And leader thrower. So I think this is a good recovery story. Started from rock bottom. Well, didn't start at the bottom. Got kicked to the bottom by Chaos, and they've slowly made it back to a respectable 13-15. So yeah, congrats to Iron Thunder for sticking it out, which is the main thing in these leagues. You gotta stick it out as long as you can.
Yeah.
So congrats
and
to
that's always the annoying part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to stick out in a league.
Well, I think this is very easy for me to say, given that I'm 8-1-3. But I think like the good time, when you have like good times, and you're like mid to the top, they are made better for having to like persevere at the bottom when things like when you just get a run of like three terrible games in terms of dice and you feel like you're not playing, or like you lose 2 positionals back to back. Like you have to go through that, because then when you do really well and your players like hit legend and stuff, it makes it so much more like rewarding, you know.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's also one of those. And I can be on the point of this because I've lost my streak, right? I'm not in the playoffs.
No.
It's when you sit there and you played your match, and then it's like, oh, I gotta wait now 7 days to play my next match, and you lose that match. Then it becomes like 14 days before you win your next one, and it can really sum you up, because a month can go if you play like 3-4 games only.
Yeah.
Depending on when you play them, and it just goes. Time passes so slowly at that point in Blood Bowl.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But let's look at Ed's team.
Yeah.
To ease it up for you, it's page number 5 and the one to the right.
Oh wow, you've been. I noticed a whole page of goblins there.
Yeah.
So fair play to Ed. He's been playing a lot of Blood Bowl. So that he does not have that problem, because it looks like he's got a game every other hour, the way his team calendar.
Yeah,
looks.
it seemed like he's been, and I'm doing you a favor here, checking teams out.
Yeah, no, you're doing me a great favor. I'd have been there for like 10 minutes. I'm pretty slow. So Ed H, one of the late joiners, he's only got 9 games, and he also, like McNugget, went for the Undead Gambit. A little bit more sensible in the skill choices this time in terms of guard first. double tackle first on white blitzers. Maybe he was running into Dark Elves. God, remember that point of the season where Dark Elves were like running the league?
I
And now there's
wonder
no
if
Dark Elf teams
he.
in playoffs.
Yeah. No. He faced off versus Elf. What is that? Is that Pro Elf?
Don't think
No, that's the human
elves.
team.
Yeah, humans.
Elf, human, Corn, Goblins, Nurgle, Corn, and Norse, and then maybe. No, I don't
tough
actually
draw
see
against
why
that
they
Elf.
tackle.
I don't know. Ed H. I did watch one of their games because he played against Horder. I don't know. Maybe it was an off. Maybe he was sleep deprived or something. But he made a lot of mistakes in that game. So I think definitely one of the newer coaches to the league, which makes these 3 victories even more impressive. Thrashed out Chudo.
Yep.
Took the win over Goblins from Imprade to Vex, which I suspect is why these guys have tackle.
Yeah, could be.
This game feels like the Goblins he could only roll stumbles for 14 turns, and just won because the Goblins like got all sent off.
Fell over by themselves.
I suspect that's probably what happened. And after that, we got tackle, and he managed to get a draw against the Super Halflings. Who had probably thing with these Halflings, right? You think, oh, it's Halflings only. I haven't seen them play, but I imagine because they always have MNGs, they can probably induce they're probably inducing Cindy and Puggy like every single game. So it's not quite. It is all halflings, but there's some very good halflings in amongst the trash.
Yeah, they certainly induce those.
But yeah, rough start. But Undead are definitely, if you're trying to learn, Undead are definitely the team to learn on because you've got regen.
I wanted to say this when we were watching Iron Thunders. No, maybe not Iron. Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Shambling Undead or Imperial Vex Undead, but we never looked at them. Undead is a very basic team, and they are really good at doing basic tasks. If you become good with a Undead team, I always think that you have a very strong chance of becoming good with just general Blood Bowl.
Yeah, they are incredibly honest. They are incredibly honest.
If you put your tomb, now they are not tomb guardians, but the 2 mummies, not side by side, they are useless, and you will get punished for it super hard. And if you're not like careful with your blitzes are out of left field and gonna get punched.
Yeah, no.
So they are incredibly good for new people to learn on. Unfortunately, as harsh as it is, they don't really have any benefit, but no downside sort of thing going.
I think also there's no get out of jail cards. You've only got you've only got 2 block, so you're not like dwarves where you can just throw 1 dices and it's good for you. You're slow as hell outside of the ghouls. So if you misposition a ghoul, you lose the drive sometimes on defense. And you think the 2 big guys are cool, but they don't have block. So you quickly learn if you start freewheeling 2-die blocks on your big guys, even with rerolls, you can lose drives that way. And as you said, the mummies need to be together, especially in bash matchups. So yeah, it's an incredibly honest team. And there's no bailouts. There's no foul appearance to bail you out if you overmark everybody. It's one thing I found mentoring a Nurgle coach is that they'd like mark up for blocks, and they'd be like, well, that's like it's an okay block, but they can get a 2 dice on you if they're clever, and then they do the clever thing and they get foul appearance and don't re-roll it. And it's like, oh, I guess you've been rewarded.
So like rewarded for just
and they're not
dumb
Skaven,
behavior.
where like you can misposition a gutter runner by like 3 tiles and still be fine because he's movement 9. So yeah, perfect. Best of luck next season. I hope you keep the team. It's 1200 and it's all good. Once this guy gets to Mighty Blow, you're cooking with gas. I think the only thing I missed is really missing a dirty player here. I appreciate you've been random. He's been randoming though. It's not like he's been picking non-dirty player skills. He's just been unlucky on the random casino. So best of luck in the random casino and best of luck next season at H. Hope to see you back. Right, let's go to the next team up, Mr. Mojo Rising, the Corny Lions, another corn team that has been,
and he has been practicing his corn. Let me tell you, because I can count to
Oh,
5, 6, 7 corn.
that's a lot of corns. That's all. It's all his team is corns. That's kind of crazy. So he's getting the reps in. And to be fair, they are very unique because of all the frenzy. So if there was one team you had to get the reps in on, I think it is the corn. We've got Fancy It. Barry's younger brother, I guess, in the sense that it's a blood sport. Well, it's a big guy with block.
Yep.
How many games has this guy been playing? So he's only been in 4 games. Fancy It. So they've already gotten to block. So an incredibly hot start for them.
Very much.
And no
so
MVPs either. Just pure casualties
incredible.
inflicted, which is very impressive. No kills, unfortunately, but I'm sure they'll come in time.
They will.
And
But have they been missing your Bloodseeker?
so yeah, Did It Hurt is a like for like replacement. They've only played 2
Okay.
games, so down.
Right.
So unfortunately, Mr. Mojo Rising's been kneecapped a bit by their naming scheme in the sense that Did It Hurt has to be called Did It Hurt to fit the to fit the theme. So it might get a bit difficult. It's a good thing we're only doing a couple of redrafts because of the new rules. Because imagine that you get to like season 3, how are you supposed to tell like who's from what season? Because you can't number them because it ruins the naming theme. You have to keep them in a spreadsheet somewhere. But all the mighty blow. God is for wimps. We're gonna kill. I love that. RP. RP North. RP no. Corn. Starting to say Nurgle there. How did they finish? 9 games, 3 victories, 2 draws, and 4 defeats.
Yeah.
And they
And
ended in
as
style.
well,
Yeah.
I think this is one of the teams that, like, and as a corn, they did well, right?
Yeah, look at this. Look at this finish. 3-0, 2-0, 3-0. The last 3 games. Incredibly good finish. Very well done. And a really good, strong close to the season and a really good morale boost because I think they were struggling at the start. They hadn't gotten any wins until these last 3 games. And if you notice, they went loss, 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 draw, draw, win, 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 which is how Nurgle and Corn teams are supposed to play. But you got to watch out. These guys have momentum, and not just from all the Juggernaut.
Yeah, they will probably be still kicking in next season.
Absolutely.
And I would watch out.
Fancy It's going to kill something. We got more lizard killers. That's the main thing. Fancy's a big boy.
We do. Because that's what you'd pick up on because you're a knockout.
Yeah. Dude,
Right? You pick up Claw and then Pro.
Claw then Pro, absolutely. I was just going to say, they're so expensive, these guys. I saw Metal chatting about this in the Big O chat the other week. But, this is 1460. And there's no guard on it yet. And it's really, really weird how expensive these guys are.
I think they suffer from the same sort of fate as Chaos do, where like at 1600 TV is sort of where you have like, oh, you have a full team of block now. Congrats.
Yeah.
You know, because a full team of block it piles on.
It's so I feel like Nurgle get more skills and they are just as bloaty as this. Right? Like,
yeah, but you also start with like 13 different mutations on each piece.
That's what I mean, but they're like, I feel like whoever's designed the team at Games Workshop was really overvalued Frenzy. Like, these guys need to be cheaper. The lineman being 50k, I guess, is cursed, man.
And also, you gotta also realize here, so there is normally in a normal team you have like what, 2 blitzes, 2 catches, maybe a thrower.
Yeah.
So that's like 5, and then maybe a big guy. So 6 players that are like your positionals.
Yeah, I guess these teams are positionals. Yeah, you're right.
This is not 6 positionals I'm counting. I'm counting 4 big guys, or like 4 strength 4 dudes. 1 big guy, that's 5, and then 4.
9. Yeah, 9 positionals, you're right, actually.
Yeah. So, like, no wonder that the team is expensive, because the pieces themselves are quite expensive.
We'll see how they do next season. I think Mr. Mojo Rising could get battered. There's no guard on that team. They're going to struggle the batch match up for sure. They got to hope their Mighty Blow does enough on the Agi guys before their pieces go away. That's like average Joe, almost bang average, 19 out of 33. So fulfilling the job, Dark Elves definitely average. They are just about average. Is his team average? Yeah, average Joe. Show profile. Level 150. I'm definitely average. And yeah, another elf team where it's just the positionals that have survived.
Yeah.
But there's really not a lot.
I think they struggled to get to the point where they're at.
You could say that, yeah. You might be. We might need to give you English citizenship. The amount of understatement that you've done there. So yeah, the 3 blitzers survived. One of them is a replacement, I suspect. Yeah, he's only played 3 games for 4 SPP. Yep. Has anyone? Let's have a look. 11 games. How about this guy? 7 games. So this is the only OG. Definitely mediocre is the only surviving blitzer from the start.
Okay.
The Witch Elf played 10 games, so I suspect the Witch Elf's been okay. But in all those 10 games, she's only managed to get 8 SPP on the Witch Elf.
Yeah.
Which is the Dark Elf problem without the passing access.
It is.
You have a runner.
And the runner is fairly fresh as well.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, they have been battered.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, you're right. They absolutely have been. Look at this run of games here. The last 4 games. Wonderful Cat, which is Chaos. Into Norse. Into Old World Alliance, which has a tree man, I guess. Into more Norse.
Yeah.
So I suspect, they've run the gauntlet. High watermark of the season was after beating Tactical Nuke Penguin, and after that it's been 4 straight losses. A beatdown. I think these guys get binned, I don't think you keep them.
No, I think you bin them unless you kind of want to just play in and play with. But then again, I don't really think that like you're playing Inducement Dark Elf, right?
Oh, yeah, you're pretty much 1,000, aren't you? I agree. Yeah. The loaners cost a lot. They're 70k.
Yeah, because the loaners cost so much, and you don't really gain anything from Dark Elf linemen. Like, I would understand if it was like Elven Union linemen, because they are a little bit faster.
So there were 1,000. There were 1,020,000 team value when you add the loaners.
Yeah, nah. I think bin.
I think it might be bin. This is the tragedy of the new rules coming in, is that if they do, I don't know if this is true, but I think Harrington said I think they're planning on doing something where, like, if you want to play with a fresh team, they'll give you like 1,200 or some sort of skills package. Okay. If you take a team with a skills package to play next season from fresh, you're going to have more skills than average Joe, who's been slugging away for 12 games. So it's a bit of a dagger. Blame Games Workshop is all I'm going to say. Blame Cyanide for the patch timing.
I actually blame them quite heavily.
But I would recommend if that's a tilter, average Joe, there is a 1-day cup in December where everyone's on a level playing field. The HJMC starting in December sometime. I'm probably going to sign up in a minute. I haven't signed up yet because I didn't know how available I would be, but I suspect I'll be able to at least make day 1, so I might sign up for day 1 and have a laugh.
And while you thought that you were not going to be available, I thought I was available, but it turns out I'm not, so I'm not going to sign up.
Yeah. So your chance to beat Hep at Blood Bowl, establish a dominance over him, has disappeared, sadly. But you can still beat me. I suspect. I haven't signed up yet. I'm pretty sure I will be, though. But yeah, tough. Commiserations, Average Joe. I think even though he's mid-table, I think Average Joe has had the roughest time.
I think so too.
No threat of playoffs. No team left. No hope. Someone play this. Someone play the violin. This guy is if I was giving a wooden spoon or like a hardship award, I think it has to be definitely average. They are less than average now. Poor guys.
Very much so.
I only hope, Average Joe, that you've got other leagues and other hobbies to bring you enjoyment, because I suspect these guys have not been bringing you any enjoyment for the last month, at least. So commiserations to.
And I think Lewis is playing the said violin there as well.
He's probably playing the bagpipes, let's be real. Hoarder. Now Hoarder's up next, the Children of Entropy. This is a fun one.
I'm looking at him while you're searching for him.
Yeah.
They have done mediocre.
Yes, mediocre.
I think this is what a Nurgle team should look like.
Yeah.
After one season or one fresh season.
Yeah. So the story for Hoarder, I have insider information because
Ooh.
there was a rebel mentoring system that they added halfway through called the Rump.
Yeah.
Clever name from then and there. So I signed up for that, and I got given Hoarder as my mentee one day before we were scheduled to play each other. So you'll notice how he played against me in week 4. Was it week 4? I think it was week 4. Yeah. He had to play against me. So I beat him 3-0.
Jesus. Couldn't even be
so well, I didn't. My problem was if I didn't play properly, everyone would be like, he's taking it easy because it's his mentee. This is collusion. So I was like, I gotta play properly. And also, when you're Nurgle, you have to be so greedy. And that was one of the first lessons I taught him. Like, look, if you win a drive, you got to score on a bloater and things like that. So you can see, his record under my mentorship is not great. I've not been that good.
Hey, I mean, even though he has like 6 defeats and 2 drawn and only 3 victories out of his 11 matches, it's still a good team. Nothing, what I can tell, is severely broken.
Yeah, the problem with this team, in terms of the positions, was no big guy for a very long time, in a bash heavy matchup, league even.
Yeah.
And it took him a long time to get Zarak to block. Like, he didn't have a block Pestigore for a while. There were some deaths. And then he finally got him to armor 8 plus. We let it ride because we needed the block. And then the very next game he was available, he got movement busted, and I think this was like week 10. So he'd been like grinding for 10 weeks to try and get a block Pestigore, and fortunately Araku got MVP that very same game and could replace him. So I was like, do you just put him in the temp retirement and get ready to say goodbye in case it doesn't heal, because we've got a replacement. But it's been fun. Hoarder has improved, I would say, as a coach a lot since this 3-0.
That's what you want to hear out of your mentor.
I think, he's definitely improved. I think the main problem is that I bombarded him with like things to like. I'd like VOD review him, and like he'd like watch my games, and he got to the point. I think the low water point was he played Viking Cop, and notice how he played a friendly against me as Viking Cop's team the morning before, and he beat me, and then he lost to Viking Cop. And I just mentally overloaded him, and he mentally overloaded himself, and he just he had like 2 minutes in his time bank on like turn 9, and just like outthought himself quite a bit. But he managed to beat Lich with a constant. Apparently it was a dicing. I haven't reviewed that game yet. And I've also now got a piece named after me, which I think is very funny. I'm called Puss Streamer, which is nice.
There you go.
And I finally made it to
on the roster permanently, so I would say as well.
No, it's good. I think if he's a tough opponent. I think if you run into him, the problem is obviously like the lack of skills. Because he's not at the point where he can like win a drive and just like have 2 turns to hand off to bloaters at the end of the drive. So the bloaters are a bit stunted compared to my bloaters, although we'll get to my bloaters in a minute. A solid start. I hope he keeps the team and keeps playing for 6 more. But well played, Hoarder. I think the record is a bit like draw, 4-0 loss. But then again, I think this was probably the first time he played against a Skaven team. I don't think he appreciated just how good and fast gutter runners are, is what I learned. Not a lot of ball protection happened in this game.
I see.
At least
it's also a special kind of thing to play against gutter runners as your first sort of, I'm playing against Agi for real now.
Yeah. A bit of
it can take you by surprise how fast different players can be in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his opponents, this was the first Agi team he played against. So there was like 5 of these games where I was like, look, you're not making that mistake again because it's happened to you. But this was, he should have won this game. I remember now. He had a 3+ to score with a reroll, and he threw random 2-die blocks before throwing the score attempt, and he dub scolded, and it cost him the drive. And he was like, he didn't talk out, he didn't message me after the game for like a while because I think he was so upset by like what he'd done. I was like, look, you're not doing it again, so it's fine. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is the big mistakes have been made, and I think next season it'll be a lot better. And Inducement Nurgle's fun, Borak's a fun piece. So best of luck. And hopefully we pass the injury checks on the good player. So congrats to Hoarder. And Hoarder is almost average. You, my good friend, are perfectly average. 33 teams. You are 17th. And 4-4-4. Perfectly balanced. Congratulations.
Thanks.
On being average. Let's have a look, boys.
And I think for my averageness, I developed a pretty okay team.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it has some bruises and bats. But it's okay.
I think
because the only bruises and bats are on like linemen.
Yeah. No witch elves. What happened to the witch elf?
I sacked them. I didn't like them. I played like one game with them. I was like, why the fuck am I playing with an AV7 piece?
Yeah, this is actually full. I need my armor.
I need my armor. Yeah. I need to fucking be playing block game here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm playing. Apparently, what people have been saying after facing me is that I'm playing a Agi Norse.
Agi Norse. That rings true. Quite a lot.
And the team plays it like it as well, from statistics point of view.
Oh, and this is they get blown up.
Well, I blow other people up apparently.
Nice. Congrats on that. So yeah.
But I've also sustained quite a lot of injuries and things that I'm like not been like damaging to the team. And I mean, a 50 win ratio after the whole season is quite all right, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so. Perfectly solid. Are you taking these guys forward?
So the sad thing is, and this is my explanation, I thought I were for the longest time, but then I had a very bad sort of like end run on it. Yeah. And a couple of weeks ago, I broke my rib.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember you saying.
Yeah. And then I had like, I can finish the garage whenever I want to, because like that isn't as much of a prio, and I can have my girlfriend that can help.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a few days ago, we figured out that she has her ischias nerve squeeze in her back.
Oh. Jeez.
So she has like a dislocated disc or something, or slipped disc or something.
Christ.
So she can't help. Nice. So unfortunately, I think this is my last season until like the new rule set has popped in.
Oh, okay.
Because unfortunately, it's more of a chore than like a fun sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I this team is great, and I think I'm gonna retire the wrestle dude.
Yeah.
And then like see, because I'm not gonna join the Urge, but I might join next season, depending on the short season, depending on what my availability will look like.
Yeah, well, I hope you get well soon. I guess
I will.
Yeah,
it's already, but my rib is already fixed. I worked for like 6 hours today, so that's fine.
No, that's good to hear at least. But yeah,
Congratulations on being average. Made it.
Thanks.
Perfectly average
Also,
as well.
I want your take here as well while we have the stream open and everything.
Yeah.
For my two blodge blitzes.
Yeah.
Or guard blitzes, would you take sidestep on them?
Yes.
Right?
I would.
That's the next choice.
Yeah, Bloodstep is just always good. And
right?
Bloodstep guard is incredible, I think. Just like being able to put the guard in the best possible square whenever it gets punched is just like really good. Sets up your next turn.
Just
really
they've been amazing so far.
Yeah. Bloodstep guard. Okay. Yeah, I think that has to be the tech. Because the best part, you get maybe one sidestep, one defensive. If you're playing true Norse, because you get defensive. You're the only bash team that gets defensive on primaries. So
you're not wrong.
Yeah, I'd think about defensive. But yeah, these guys these guys are going to be so annoying, especially if this Nitro Dorito gets himself another. If you get like 3 Bloodsteppers, with guard, that's when it gets really scary.
Yeah.
But that's
I don't have a solid plan yet, and I need to figure out how to temporarily retire someone.
So you can only do it after literally the game after they get hit.
Yeah, so I do have one that can be temporarily
I can show you then. So if I go to again, so I've had to do this like with like 3 of my pieces. Spoiler alert. So if you click, what you do is you click on the player, and it should be in the top right, where where like the star button is and the value.
Oh, there we go.
There should be a button
retirement.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you sure you want to send this through? Yes.
Yes.
There we go. I retired one, and now if you update the team, you should be retired.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
He's out.
thank you.
No problem. Happy to help. Let's go on to the.
You made my team better now.
Let's go on to Strange Fella.
Sorry, everybody.
That's what I'm here for. Anyway, I hope your girlfriend gets well soon as well. Strange Fella, the Ratman Conspiracy. 9 games played, 5-2-2. Let's have a look at Strange Fella. I must admit, I think they got a lot of SPP off my mentee. I'm not gonna lie. 4 touchdowns.
They did.
So let's have a look at the Ratman Conspiracy. Foul appearance. That's a cool skill to take. That must have been a random. And we have, this was the guy Kronk. Look at this Kronk boy.
Yeah.
Dauntless Wrestle and Pro.
Oh, that's a ball sack if I've ever seen one.
I don't know why he didn't get a strip. I think maybe it was dedication to the randoms, but like strip is so good. And unfortunately, the Storm Vermin have been struggling here. This Kislis guy is brand new, and this is his first game. He got armor busted in it. And then Warpfire.
Oh, that sucks.
Warpfire's been MNG'd twice in 7 games. He's missed 2 of them. So it's been all Garza runners, and they've been enough to lock up some wins.
That's good. That's good.
They played 9 games.
It's surprising how much you can if your player gets MNG'd from an injury on just MNG'd a couple of matches, it will slow down their development so much.
So also, I tell a lie. I thought this guy had played 4 or 6 games. He's played 9. So I suspect both original Storm Vermin have been killed or stat busted, and these are the 2. So we're on to our 3rd and 4th Storm Vermin. And I think these Gust runners have been brand new as well. So we've been taking a load of damage, but we've also been running in a load of touchdowns. If we look at the history, 3-2 over in the Skaven Mirror against the passing Skaven, 2-0 over Meridian, 4-0 over Horde, another 4-0 over the Halflings, and then a 2-1 over the Goblins. So we've had a nice soft run in, but I suspect the Stunties have mighty blowed through some of the SPP that we've got, sadly.
Possibly.
So conflicting feelings for the Ratman Conspiracy. I do respect them because they're a Skaven team. I think the black kit on the Skaven team just looks so much better than every other color. So I like the color choice for the team. So
isn't it the dark green that you've chosen for them?
Oh, you're right. Now that I look at it, it is like a dark sort of turquoise.
It almost looks like Dark Angel colors for Warhammer.
Yeah, you might be right there. You think you know more about that than me. 9 games played, 5-2-2. The wannabe submarine. They were 3-2-2. Does that add up? No, it doesn't add up. They 3 of their wins were the last 3 games that they've played. So a strong finish. But again, it's one of those teams where I don't, especially because they joined late, I don't think if there might not be enough development to justify sending them forward. Depends on the new format. But either way,
and this is the issue, right? If they had another season, like a full season, go ahead, play them, see what you can develop out of them. But since we are anyway throwing out every team in the whole thing, maybe it's better to just throw them out now, have an off time, and just play something else.
Yeah, play something goofy. I think this upcoming 6-week chunk is a really good chance to just play something goofy. Because everyone always says, "Oh, I'll play something fun," and then they get scared of the commitment and end up playing orcs. But now it's genuinely a 6-week fling. You can just play goblins, play whatever fun stuff you want to play. There's never a better time to play them. But congrats to Strange Fellows, a really strong finish. And it's always fun to see Rat teams throwing out the big wins. We're up to 15th, and we're getting to the one of top half now. So these guys all had a shot. Playoffs. So we're getting into the many...
I would say that even I had a shot.
Yeah.
At one point, but I didn't.
So we're looking at Glordian now, the True Norse. Let's have a look.
Second page to the left in the middle.
Thank you, sir. Got a scout. Very useful. Second page, True Norse. These the right guys? 12 games played.
I think so.
No, this is a ladder team. Hold on.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
What's
there was
the
a
team?
lot of
There's a lot of
ladders
True
and...
Norses. True Norse
Oh,
Corn.
it's the first team. First. It's the last page, and
wow.
then
The
they're
very
quite
first.
higher in TV, and this seems more like Gman.
Yeah, this looks like these looks like
This
the boys. 1600. What does that get you on Corn? 2 guard, 2 mighty blow, and all your pieces.
Yep.
We've got a claw killer, no block. I like this. This is the tech. When you start with Juggernaut, just go blitz, only blitz them, and then you can just go mighty blow claw. First.
Yeah, why not?
Maximize damage. Dangerous piece. 2 claw on the team.
Very
2 claw mighty
dangerous.
blow. Just getting flashbacks to Blood Bowl 2 or the claw mighty blow on the team. Lovely stuff. And 2 guard as well. Solid roster.
Yeah.
Let's see how they're
I think
running.
this is a very, very solid team.
Yeah, great team. They had a really good chance as well because they beat. They started mid-table, but then they beat Average Joe and beat Glordian. So they had an outside shot looking in, but unfortunately in their last game they played against Tactical Nuke Penguin, and the Necro the werewolves did werewolf things and they lost 2-1. Unfortunately, they got werewolfed and unfortunately fell just shy. 2-1 grind. Although I say that, look, there was only 1 casualty inflicted for both teams. How many knockouts inflicted? 4-3. So yeah, the True Norse actually they had more removals than the Necro. So maybe it was a coach there. A tough one for Glordian to take there. Fell at the last hurdle. But the main thing is we've got so much development.
Yeah, and they have a 50% win ratio. I don't think are all of the games.
Oh yeah.
So they're dead center as well.
6-0-6. No draws here. They go down swinging. I can respect that.
Yeah.
I really want these guys to go to the off-season mini cup, and this is the team where you take your wood elves or your lizards or your orcs. And you're like, I'll get this guy to block guard. I'll get my big one to block guard. I'll get my last crux score to block, and then you run into these guys, and all of a sudden you've lost more team value than you've gained, and you want to cry.
Exactly. And then you feel bad for the past 3 months where you've been beating up everybody else. I was like, oh shit, this is how it feels?
Yeah, this is how it feels. Show them how it feels, Glordian. Get some blood for the blood god. Oh man, these lizard coaches and orc coaches have got to be so scared for the next 6 weeks, next mini season.
I actually think that's the case.
I'm loving it. I'm literally rubbing my hands together in glee, looking at the prospect.
Is it that bad for you?
Yeah, I want to see Claw Mighty Blow do Claw Mighty Blow things. And we've been following these guys for like 3 months now, watching them get scarier and scarier. And now we get to watch them be unleashed on the Gman Premier coaches. So yeah, go get him, Glordian. I believe in you. And kill the world with the True Norse. So yeah, next up we've got Gore Bash. More undead.
Yeah. And while looking at this team,
the playful
this
undead.
This is a good undead team.
This is a spooky undead team. Yeah, I agree. Look at this ghoul. Got everything you need.
Yeah, it's a very good undead team.
I'm surprised we're on Hear Me Out. Why are we on 3 rerolls? What are we rerolling? We're so reliable now. Look at all this block dodge. We've even got sure feet and sure hands. Like, what do you reroll for 3 rerolls?
I think they started with 2 rerolls and picked up a third one in the beginning, like you do as a any new team, right? Because you can't remove rerolls.
No, but I just think because aren't rerolls like super expensive for undead teams? Aren't they like 100k?
Maybe.
How do I can't see. I can't manage the team from here.
No. Do you want me to go and check?
No, don't spend your time doing that. It'll be fine.
Okay.
But I think this team gets a lot scarier if you get rid of the reroll and go down to 2, and then you drop to like 1320, and this team feels a lot because for 1400, like it's good, but it's a bit feels like you're not getting too much for 1400. Whereas if it's like 13, even if it's 1350 or like 1320,
Yeah.
it suddenly gets a lot more efficient and dangerous. But yeah, solid pieces. Johnny Rotten. We've got starting to get the killer online. 4 guard on the agi guy, no, on the strength guys. 3 blodgers, 1 with tackle. We're not messing around with a rackle ghoul. We're a bash team. We're trying to knock everybody over.
And I don't know what I did to go bash because when we played in this last div,
yeah,
he killed one of my blitzes.
Nice.
No, it wasn't nice. Now I have to replace him.
Yeah.
That's why I have a fresh no skill blitzer.
Well, this is the thing when you play Norse or Agility Norse, is that when the real bash team turns up, with all the guard, this is why you need defensive, man. Defensive gets rid of these mummies.
And it was a struggle. It was I shouldn't say that. It was a struggle, but it wasn't a funny game, so to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this team is a solid team.
Yeah.
Maybe just fire off that. Actually, it's an agi broken. Never mind.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Keep them all. And yeah, they're running. They took a draw against you, beat Iron Thunder to get within a shot, and then lost to Juxu, a 2-0 loss to the Finns, and that was all they wrote in terms of getting to playoffs. And it was a rough game. Look, they only got 4 SVP, and that was on the mummy. And then you look at all the SVP the Finns got, it was a beatdown. 2 touchdowns, casualty on the blitzer, vanity pass on the thrower, and Ogre MVP. A Bruce Land.
Pro tip now for Gorbash. Do as I did. I can see that you have an MNG player who has a casualty as well on it, like a head injury.
Yeah.
If you now retire it now, for the redraft, you will get it back undamaged.
True.
So you just go and retire it quickly.
I think serious injuries, you get a roll. In 10 retirings for stat busts.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. I think you can clear your serious injuries on redraft even if you don't temp retire. I think so. 80% sure that's how that works. So you don't have to. But maybe it improves the roll. It turns it from a 4+ into a 3+. This could be utter fake news, by the way. I think that's how it works though. Just don't complain when it doesn't work, because I'm not sure. But this is this is the biggest undead, and it's unfortunate they didn't go, because they were, well, in the end they were the second best undead behind Dockmark, but it was close. Now we're up to 13th. We're up to Salt Creek and the Corn Huskers. Salt Creek's been very active in the chats this season. He's been really engaged, so glad to see new coaches getting involved, at least in the Blood Bowl 3 chat. Show the profile, Corn Huskers. And I mean, the word Norse has been getting thrown around a lot recently. This is a lot of block frenzy. This is very close to being Norse. It is a lot of
block frenzy. And if you look at the TV here, right, we don't have 9 different positionals. True. And the TV's fine.
Yeah, we've only got 2 Bloodseekers. And no blood spawn.
We have 2 Bloodseekers and 3 Chronogors.
Yeah.
So 6, like, stab average.
Yeah.
Right?
So this was the try-hard Corn team where we didn't take the big guy. And we tried to win our games. And because touchdowns give you SPP as well as causing injuries.
So we efficiently
And I think
leveled.
it's a
touchdowns.
showcase as well with the 5 victories then.
So yeah, big start, and they got unlucky. Well, maybe they ran into Martin Krul, which are the orcs. They're really big orcs, 1580 orcs.
Yeah, they are.
Which
big
they
orcs.
weren't equipped to deal with. And if you notice, right, they played Martin Krul at 1300 team value. Their next game against Dockmark, they were at 1000 team value, and they won that game despite taking 300,000's worth of damage against Martin Krul. They still beat Dockmark. So that was a really impressive victory for Salt Creek, and something that like almost like, oh, level 26 coach, bronze player, free win. But then you look at this result and you're like, oh god, maybe they're like a tabletop fumble demon who's turned up and we all have to run for the hills sort of thing. So take care against these guys. And unfortunately they got 2-1 ground by Wonderful Cat. Wonderful Cat playing for the championship and got it against these boys. Stat check. Got a kill on the Cornhuskers and 13 injuries on them.
There we go.
Oh no, sorry, 5 casualties and 1 kill. So they got savaged by the Chaos. Chaos diff. Absolutely. So I don't know. Hopefully they keep the team and take it forward because they had a very good season. They got a bit. They drew the Chaos at the worst time, which is at the end when the Chaos have all the kill skills. If they got lucky and drew Wonderful Cat at the middle of the season and got a better result, that's what I did. I drew Wonderful Cat towards the start and was able to beat them. But I think the last few games he was unstoppable. Same with Martin Krul. But
how did they betray you, Lewis?
So how this works, we're not quite at the top yet, but they needed to. Lewisham needed the Cornhuskers to at least draw. I think if they at least drew their last game, Lewisham would have won the division. But because they lost, Wonderful Cat leapfrogged both myself and Lewisham to be first, despite being third for the majority of the season, and everyone was talking about, oh, it's Lozera and Lewisham fighting for the table. And Wonderful Cat, I don't have the Portuguese to mimic what he'd say, but in Portuguese he'd probably slam the table and be like, "Look at me, I'm here," and at the death got past and beat everybody. But we'll get to that because we'll get to the top teams in a bit.
I see.
But yeah, Cornhuskers, the king-making team. So congrats for being in that position, and best of luck going forward with those boys. More corn is better corn. You might as well keep playing them. Like you've worked so hard to get them all to block. Speaking of corn,
keep playing them definitely.
We've got Vlad
I
the
would
Impaler.
actually curse him a little bit if he decided to not play them.
So Salt Creek got corn diffed by Vlad the Impaler by 0.05 strength of schedule. Is the difference between these two teams, and 3 touchdowns. So Vlad the Impaler, clearly the better coach and the better human being, because that's how these things work. Vlad the Impaler. Right, he plays a lot of Blood Bowl. Horns of Hell, is it?
Horns of Hell, yeah.
Yes. Let's go. Horns of Hell. And a lot of strength skills here. 3 guard and 3 mighty blow. And 2 heads. I was waiting for us to see this. 2 heads corn gore with this is a good piece.
Yeah. It really is.
Such...
So one thing now that we gotta discuss before we discussing anything more. You said 2 heads. I'm missing the Yankee 2 heads animation on the dude.
I agree. I miss the random tiny little extra head on the model. That's one of the biggest losses from Blood Bowl 2. The fact that when you mutated people in Blood Bowl 2, the model actually gained the mutation and changed. Which is such a cool thing because you can't really do that very well in tabletop.
Thing, and for a computer game, not tabletop, computer game, because this is what it is. It's active pixels moving on a screen, fucking animated.
Well, you've even got like, it just tilts me so much because it's not like you can't do it. You've animated the shoulder pad with a skull on it to sell in your cosmetic shop.
Yeah,
like just turn this into an actual head, and get rid of the shoulder pad, and bang, you got a second head.
Or
it
just
pisses me off.
split it, move one head like the gut runner, and just like move it a little bit to the side, or do something other jank.
Yeah, this is a nice thing
We
because
stood
they're
out
mutations.
with gutter runners, with double head, with double jaws for the longest freaking
Yeah.
time.
Dude, and having gutter runners like the random janky extra arm that would clip around, like because they're mutations,
Yeah.
they can be janky. You don't need to spend like 5 weeks like modeling it perfectly so the extra arm fits
Exactly.
in a natural position
Yeah.
and carries the ball. It just needs
Yeah.
to be there. It's such a free win.
Exactly.
I'm sure the cooking game they released at the same time is really good though, so fair play to Cyanide. For that, if you guys love cooking, check out Cyanide. Very good. Don't take that out of context. I just realized what I said. So
Anyway, back to Vlad Impaler's team.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
it's an amazing corn team.
What else should I say? You have everything you want. You have a killer, you have a ball pick-upper with double heads, so you get an extra agility on dodge.
Yeah, it's
You
so
have
good.
block everywhere.
Block everywhere that
It's
matters.
amazing.
We've even got a Dauntless Pro who can pro his
Yeah.
Dauntless role. This is the incredible series of randoms, by the way. Random Pro into random Dauntless. Like, it's so good. Being able to pro your Dauntless check if it fails, or whatever,
Yeah.
like such a strong piece. Especially when
It
it's got
is.
Frenzy. Pro's so good with Frenzy because like sometimes you need to not Frenzy, you need to not push, and the Pro gives you an out to do that without costing you a reroll. Like it's such a good tech. 3, 7, and 4, rarely losing. Through Lewisham. Did I beat these guys? I did beat these guys. Nice. I don't know how. I can't remember. I think it was a bit of a dicing that I beat them. They just ran
and
out of
I
players.
drawed against him for a very long time
A
ago.
lot of the master of the 1-1 has to be said.
Very much so, it seems so.
Dude, what-
Maybe, and this is a little bit cheeky of me because I also played a 1-1 game of the versus them. Maybe masters of a 1-1, but suckers for the 2-1 grind.
Maybe. I mean, I can't remember. But you want to
I don't
develop
know.
that second score, and I mean, we're getting there, right? This guy, if this carrier gets to movement 7, I think everything gets easier. But still a long way away. Oh, another
And
one
I mean,
where you
there's
don't
a
want to.
solid amount of SVP on all the players as well.
Yeah, we could level up Durrani again here for a claw, and then we're in business. But yeah, Vlad the Impaler. The only way is up. They're going to cause some damage in the off season. As long as he plays this team, everyone's going to be scared of him.
Yep.
And that's a good achievement to get. On
It is.
Corn. RTSD, the Rebel Runts, the dwarf, the token dwarf, has made it to 11th on the table. RTSD.
And I think I'm gonna be the first one who say it. Holy hell, you must be an abhorrent person to play dwarves this high up and do well.
Hey, I made playoffs with dwarves
Unfortunately.
last season. I beat Crystal Hunter with dwarves last season. I feel attacked. Maybe I am boring.
You should be attacked.
Yeah,
I
I even
still
know,
agree
dude.
with
I
my
should be
statement.
attacked. I even took even did the tech where you turn your runners into pure stat freaks.
Oh.
So yeah, no, I'm a horrible person.
No, but in all honesty, it's a good team. What?
Yeah,
sort of.
it's a little bit
Seems a little bit.
underdeveloped.
It seems to have a little bit too little SPP.
Dude, this
for where
Troll
it's
Slayer
placed.
played 10 games and got 4 SPP. No, 2 SPP. For look at From the Drab, 10 matches played, no MVPs, 2 armor breaks.
I don't know what have happened to this team, but no SPP has apparently been the memo.
They don't need SPP. These guys are going for inducement dwarves, I guess. And yeah, it's Pile Driver, the skill that we were talking about earlier. So you random
I
Pile
saw it.
Driver
I
on
was
Norin.
like, that's a pile driver.
So Pile Driver on a movement 4 piece is atrociously bad.
Maybe that was a random.
Has to be a random, and the worst possible random aside of multi-block
Right.
for them. For guard, it just shows how stupidly strong dwarves are. Where you can sort of have a team that doesn't get any level ups or do it like look any different from a fresh team, and
Yeah.
they're still 11th. A lot of 1-0s. Yeah.
I'm surprised that they come as high as they have. Jesus. So what I did now, I did a little bit of a cheeky thing. I looked at their SPP in the statistics.
Yeah.
And then I went to my team and looked in the statistics. I have 165 SPP gained on my team.
Yeah.
So it's second page there.
Yeah, I see it. They're on 103.
And 103, so there's 60 SP less almost, or somewhere about.
So they took a
than me.
bye week. So they're 11
it's-
games. So they get about
Yeah.
that is about 10 SPP a game on average.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh no, it's a lot
I'm
less
calling
than
well
that.
done.
It's like 8 SPP. Maybe there's been some deaths or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, I feel like there must have been something going on, because it's not adding up to me.
so yeah, so
a
this
little
blitzer here has only played 2 games. So there might be like a level 4 dead blitzer that we're missing out on here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Let's
That's
check
a
the
new
runner.
lineman, 2 week, 2
Oh, the
games
run.
old
No, I tell you what it
lineman.
is, right? The runner's only played 5 games, so his runner died halfway through.
Oh, thank you.
So that'll be a lot of his
Uh,
SPP as well. We've solved the mystery.
The runner, lineman, played 7.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of this dwarf team have died.
Well,
will take
that's
it
what you
back.
get for playing dwarves.
Yep.
Anyway, congrats for
Dead dwarves are good
riding
dwarves.
the pain and the die, because dwarves can be quite tilting when your players die, because you're like, that's the thing they're not supposed to do. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And they're so
Um,
expensive as well
yeah.
when they die.
so it can be like, whereas like when like normal players die, like, yeah, I'm playing Blood Bowl, part of the parcel. When you play like dwarves and your dwarves die, it's like, what the fuck? Like I picked this team because I didn't want that to happen, and now it's happened. And
Yeah.
it can ruin you mentally a lot quicker. So fair play to our GSD. It's ticking out for 11th, 3 points away from the big time.
Yeah, very well done. Speaking about mental problems.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the one team I think neither of us wanted to play?
Which team is that?
Russia's Fresh Forever Old World Alliance team.
Yeah, let's look at that.
That neither you and I understand how you play the team to make it this far up.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Did you delete it already?
There are 8 pages.
Okay. Well, it's fresh forever. It's nice and Oh, I found it. Second page at the bottom.
Oh, juice.
I win.
there we
I got
go.
one over him. Let's go.
Let's go.
Right.
It's not like you're showcasing everything having to wait.
Okay. So yeah, poor old Richie. His last game was against Martin Krul, the 1600 Orc team, which I don't think Old World Alliance can do much about. He must have taken Griff, but I don't think even Griff was
Probably.
enough. Stats. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna fire up the replay real quick and just see what he took.
You do that.
See what
And I
star
can
players
talk
he
a little
took.
bit about his players.
Yeah.
So, like, he has a developed human blitzer that can kill things, right? Because
Yeah.
block, mighty blow, guard.
He
Pretty
took a
standard
wizard.
for a human.
He took Wizard, Cindy, and Bugman.
Oh.
I get Bugman because of the KOs against Orcs, and Cindy against Orcs is always good. I like this idea. Okay, that was good to know. That's
And then he has actually 2 developed dwarf blockers.
Yeah.
Both of them have guard, which I think you want. That's the unionized sort of situation. What you want? You want them to get guard.
hold on, I gotta find. I gotta go all the way back. Real quick.
I will
Games.
continue to talk about
Yeah,
the
no,
team.
keep going.
And then you have a developed thrower who has now. I don't know if they start with sure hands. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, so sure hands leader, and then block. Super good thrower.
Oh no, sorry, they do.
They do.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
But
they're
still,
level 3.
leader block.
Yeah, leader guy,
Super good, solid.
super min maxed team.
Yeah, and even he stuck it out with 2 rerolls as well. So that leader must have come in early.
Yeah, good reroll. Good solid team. Yeah, the problem with this team is just the pieces are so bad. Like, you just don't
It's
get
the
a lot.
Amosity, right?
You don't get a lot.
It's
So
the
much
Amosity and the Loner.
The
Wolf
loner
Murder.
3+ is so brutal.
It is.
It's really sad. But you do get Brawler. Like, if you're gonna have a loner piece, Brawler's probably one of the better ones. Like, you'd rather have Brawler than. I guess no, you would still rather have Block. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's a pseudo block.
It's like Brawler's.
That's what it
I get
is.
the idea is that it's got loner, but Brawler isn't a team reroll, so it's kind of good, but it's still not as good as Block, even on a loner piece.
Yeah.
Now Ridge C doesn't like high team value Blood Bowl. He only plays low
Okay.
team value games. in the sense that like
Okay.
he only ever plays in fresh, and I think he only plays like NAF tournaments where it's like 1200, 1300 cap. So I don't know if he'll
Okay,
play next
okay.
season if he has to play against big teams. But we'll see.
Unfortunately, I don't think so. In that case,
Yeah, but hopefully he comes back for the new rules and
Hopefully, yeah.
terrorizing the fresh division once again.
Hey, who knows? He could even be back for the short week of 6 and terrorizing everybody. Maybe that becomes when.
Oh
he
no, dude,
falls
he
out
might win
it-
this. You know what? I'm calling now. Quote me on this. In March, everyone will be fresh,
Yeah.
and Richie will win the Super Bowl because he will actually play. He will play Amazons, or something really try hard. Like he'll play something
Or
tier
undead.
1. No,
Undead.
because of the skill check. You know how they're changing the skills so that like block and dodge and tackle are like and guard are like worth 40. He'll play
okay.
Amazons because they start with or dodge or Norse, and he will win the Super Bowl because he's a strong coach, and he'll have no excuses. So hear me out. Season 1 of the new rules is the Richie Super Bowl year. Unfortunately, this year they came up just shy at the end. But showing Old World Alliance is playable. Like you just have to really try, but it is playable. 5, 4, and 3 is a really good start. And they were close, but they just didn't. There were too many draws, right? 4 draws. They drew too much at the start, and couldn't make it back up. Next up, we have Kozo, the Midnight Runners. Our last 19-point team. Let's have a look at how they rounded it up. Where's Kozo?
I don't know how they successfully played 16 matches, but they have. I think there's a lot of
4 Greenhorn
matches in there. Or full Greenhorn?
Yeah, full Greenhorn would be 16 games, right? Yeah.
Okay.
No bye week, full Greenhorn.
Yeah, so 7-2-7. Not a bad scoreline there.
Yeah, dude. I remember this guy, this Athos guy, living my dreams. I have nightmares of him walking away from like 3 players that had completely surrounded him to sack the ball, and stop me and cost me the game against him. Where was it? Here, dude. I could have won the division if this guy didn't walk out. Telling you, this guy costed me the division. Not my own terrible play in the last game. It was this one piece. No.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of blodge and the sneaky get dirty player. I think we've been over. They haven't changed much from the last time we saw them. They're very close.
But I think this is the TV value where you want to be at for this team, right?
Yeah, it's a very strong position to be in. Witch Elf Believer, unlike yourself. Although this Witch has only played 2 games and has still not gotten any SVP. No runner. We're playing old school. No Femboruski shenanigans. We are just good old fashioned elfing, handing off.
Yeah, this is fashion elving, and maybe one of the linemen have died in the recent game since there's a gap.
So yeah.
Have they sorted them?
Or maybe the runner did. Maybe they did have a runner and they died. I can't remember.
Could be.
Yeah, might be
That's
tackle.
sustained 2.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's probably the runner that died.
Or a lineman.
I think Doc Mark did the damage as well. Yeah, Doc Mark killed some people in the last game of the season. Securing player. So Kozo had to win. I'm pretty sure. He was one of the. Oh no, he couldn't have made it anyway in the end. I think he was on like 18, and yeah, a win would have taken him to 21, and 21 wasn't enough. So again, just one game short. He'll be looking back over the season, trying to figure out, where could I have turned into a win? Let's have a look.
Lewis is saying in chat that this team got a burying.
You got a burying. Right, 1380 against burying the lads into 1330. It wasn't a huge burying. A
small one.
A minor burying. Maybe it was all badly hurt. Inflicted casualties. Inflicted casualties 0. Excuse me. You only got 11 armor breaks against them, Lewisham. And they're all KOs. Man's hallucinating. But yeah, 1-0. Maybe they could have got a point against Viking Corp. Lost this mirror. Demolished Rutland's Skelly Vision to take them out. I'm just looking at the start. see if there's anything. Beat Wonderful Cat. Beat Martin Cruel. Dude, they must be so sad. Like they were in such a good position because they had tiebreaker on Martin Cruel, Wonderful Cat, and tiebreaker on me. So yeah, they're gonna be really sad. I think this Viking Cop loss maybe, or the loss to Juxu, like these two losses, it's such fine margins as well. Because I think they had a fairly tough draw of it. So unlucky Kozo tried their best, but unfortunately they were just one win shy. 5 losses is too many, so tough break for them. Viking Cop is up next on the docket. I'm trying to balance like giving everybody a chat, like getting every team in, and also not losing my voice before we get to the end of the show. But,
yeah, I'm starting to feel it as well. I haven't really talked today, so I've been savoring my voice for this.
Let's go through then. Viking Cop. Is it Marvelous something? Marvelous Maelstrom. Sorry, I've still got enough to keep talking for a while. Yeti inbound, and yeah, these guys were always on the outside looking in. They were not in a good spot. They were pretty much knocked out by Juxu in week 9.
Oh.
But they beat me. And they beat Average Joe, and like there was a world when he beat Average Joe where like he could have made it, but the other results didn't go his way. 6-2-3. Yeah. Viking Cop is a very good coach.
Yes.
And
yes,
dude, he should have lost to Hoarder. Dude, Hoarder threw that game so bad. I'm not bitter.
You're not bitter at all.
Well, it's just that Viking Cop got like really bad dice in that game, and Hoarder got really good dice, and so the fact that he won that game is such a robbery. Anyway, the Ulfs have leveled. I don't know if Viking Cop's keeping this team. I think he probably will. Although I say that there's not a lot here. Like,
I mean, maybe it's not a lot, but it is like the jump start that you need, right?
He's got all the pieces.
You can still continue with the div.
Well, he's got this beer ball, Ruckush. He's made it to 14 SPP. I don't think that changed since the last time we saw him. But he's only 4 away from a stat up. So we got to keep this team, got to keep this piece until it gets its stat up, and we go for the legendary boar, or at least like an Agi 2+ movement 6 boar. It's so goofy, and that's what you got to keep it for. And Viking Cop's not a Norse player. He was chatting to me about this. He said he's not really a Norse guy. This is his first time really playing the team, so he's been learning as he goes.
Okay.
And definitely a couple learning. He started off pretty well. But yeah, the big loss to Vlad, and then ran into my guys.
But I think here's a telltale sign that you're actually a good player then, right? That like you understand the fundamentals enough of the game that you can just chuck on a team and be like, oh, I will just figure this small bit out.
Yeah, I'll figure out how to play it. Meanwhile, he's like 3 points away from playoffs while just figuring out how to play. And also a strong early team, but he's piloted these guys really well. Ulfs are there. Berserkers are berserking. Like, solid Norse. Thumbs up. Good job, Viking Cop. And hopefully that board gets to legend. That's all I'll say. It's the star of the team. And now we get into the heartbreak territory, by the way, because we leap to 22, and Juxu, by virtue of not hearing about the league and signing up late, has missed playoffs. He probably should have made playoffs. He's 7-1-1 with humans on 9 games. Did pretty much all he could. Let's find the one loss and criticize him for it, because that one loss apparently has cost him playoffs. Who did he lose to? Let's find out. Famous Finns, history. I want to say it was
Ed H.
Ed H.
In the beginning,
he will be
or
kicking
the
himself.
draw against Iron Thunder.
These two, it turns out, were really important and costly playoffs. Undead
Seems
Mummies probably did a number on him there. But yeah, beat Meridian, beat the Stunties. So he was 3. He was 3-1-1, I think. Am I reading this right? 3-1-1. He had an admin win from a bye week as well. So he was 4-1-1. And Zord rang the submarine alarm, and I was like, hold on, he's got an admin win and he's beaten 2 Stunties. So he can't be that good. He made me eat my words by beating Viking Cop, beating Kozo, and thrashing Gorbash 2-0, and coming within a whisker of making the playoffs. However, I will say he didn't have to play myself, Lewisham, Wonderful Cat, Martin Krul, or Doc Mark. Did he have to play Doc Mark? I don't think he has to play Doc Mark. So he didn't. To be fair, he didn't play the top of the division.
The top. No, he did not.
But he had his way with everyone else. Let's have a look at the players. 9 games of humans, and we've got Curry here who's made it to pro. So I'm pretty sure this wasn't pro last time we saw him. He's made it to pro plus 4 SPP. Insane piece.
Yeah, and I mean, this is what you want out of a human team, right?
Yeah.
You want a reliable thrower, you want a reliable catcher, and you want the blitzers to do their blitzing duty.
Yeah, and just outrun everybody, running around, having a merry old time. Solid here. The thing is, though, because it's only 9 games, there's not that much to talk about. It is just a good human team for 1350. And that is the downside.
This is the basics of your human team. You skip block on the big guy, you take guard because he's just gonna stand around and do nothing.
This is like
act like a fool.
It's a really good tutorial if you're like new to Blood Bowl and you don't know how to develop a team. Like this is what a 1350 team looks like. If you like buy the Blood Bowl starter box and you don't know what to get, like get these skills on these guys because it improves the efficiency of the team so much and you can do so much more.
Yeah.
But yeah, commiserations, Jaxu. Jaxu, if you want off-season stuff, do the sign up for the One Day Cup if you can make it, because you could probably win that. Like I think he's a solid coach, and the One Day Cup will be a really fun challenge for him to try and play. And otherwise, we'll see him in the 6-week mashup. We'll see how they fare against like the top of like the Premier coaches and like good skill check. But he played really well. Very unfortunate with the scheduling and turning up late, but one to watch absolutely. Like. Sleeper pick for playoffs in the next rule set if he sticks around. Good Finnish coach.
I think it's a name that we're gonna see more of.
Exactly. If Jaxu stays in the league, you will see him in the top third of a lot of leagues, and maybe even in the playoffs going forward. I'm glad I didn't play him. So now we are into our playoff coaches.
Yep. We're starting up with the Tak Nuke Penguin.
Yeah, Tactical Nuke Penguin.
Third page, top left.
Well, so now what I can do... Oh yeah, no, better to do it that way. You're right. I don't have to fish through every single
because otherwise you have to fish through the comp, right?
Yeah.
And figure out where they are placed.
Which ones are these guys?
Actually, speaking of where they are placed, do you have like a showcase of how have they been set yet?
Yes,
like where
we have fixtures in a bracket. So
right. So can you?
I can show that. Yeah, let me
show that.
Yeah,
because it's quite important who they're facing up next.
So yeah, I think to save both our voices and a bit of time, we'll go straight into just like previewing their playoff game.
Sure.
So let's go. Where are we? That's not useful. Give me the spreadsheet access. So access has done this thing where he's linked the he's linked to There we go. Google Docs. Right. OBS. Save me.
Oh, did he link a Excel doc and then?
There we go. He sent a JPEG in one of the chats. Right. So this is the bracket. Can you see this? Yeah, I can see this.
Yeah, I can.
So there's no spoilers here because none of the games have been played, so we don't have to worry about spoilers. We are looking for Rebellious Teenage Years.
Yes.
He's playing Doc Mark. Oh, dude, this is such a brutal matchup. We're playing into a division.
That's kind of unfair and sad.
That's a shame. I guess they just pulled them all out of their hat.
Each other.
Right, so we can now go. I want to do this in the in Chrome because I can see enough of XYZ to get the teams. So we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here because these guys are playing against each other. We'll start with the Teenage Years, and they made it to the big show.
They made it indeed.
So congrats to them.
I mean, they made it so well because like this is a very good necrotic team.
God, this guy plays a lot of necro. By the way, I'm looking on his in-game Blood Bowl profile. He's got like 4 pages of teams and like half of them are necro teams on ladder.
Oh, then maybe it's a good sort of like I've been testing this shit out.
He knows how to necro. He's a wolf enjoyer.
Yeah. In my personal experience, I have never understood how to get around with the werewolves.
Yeah. Well, you just kind of treat them like superstars, and then everyone else can die for the werewolves.
Yeah.
MNG Flesh Golem, and you don't get an MNG clear going into for this game. So technically, right, these are the play-ins. So the playoffs proper start next week. But the play-ins count as just an extra game in the league almost, and you don't get an MNG clear. However, if you win this game, you will get an MNG clear before you play in the playoffs proper. That's how it works.
Gotcha.
So you can get beaten up in the play-ins game, and you can MNG and clear and come back. But you have to be on the ball with it. This is a PSA if you're like new to playoffs. Because after the play-ins week, after your play-ins game, which you play this week, you've got until like the next week rolls over, i.e. next Wednesday, to ask for an MNG clear and process it, because the playoffs will start next week. So
whether you
stay on the
like
ball
it or not.
So like make your call on the MNG clear. Try and give yourself some time after you play the game to decide if you want an MNG clear. Your game will probably be streamed, so you can there'll probably be people talking about the game or an admin watching the game. You can say, "Yo, I want to MNG clear," and you can probably sort it out there and then. Don't quote me on that. I'm not an admin, but just make sure you figure it out. The worst thing you can do is turn up for your round of 32 game like 15 minutes before and be like, "Oh, I need to MNG clear," and then there's nobody around.
Yeah.
And then you have to sit there and look like a noob. Or you
I
can all the comp has been started.
Experience,
yeah.
The sooner you yell out, "Hey, I would like an MNG clear," the better it is for the admins.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
So be a bro and sort that. Also, another PSA. As someone who streams playoff games, please say when you're playing, so we can stream your game.
Yep.
I know it's not in the rules, but because I did look at this, I wanted to see if it was in the rules. But the rule, we tend to do it in Rebel. The playoff games all get streamed, so you can't hide your games for competitive advantage. Like your games should be streamed ideally. So make sure that once you schedule your game, you at calendar in the playoff channels of Discord and say, "This is when we're playing." Don't keep it in a Discord DM, because replay reviewing in Blood Bowl 3, it's better than it was, but it's still not as fun as casting live. So please yell at people, or not yell at people, at calendar when you've scheduled your game so it can get streamed. Please.
Yep.
Pretty please. Anyway, on with the preview for Rebellious Teenage Years, and we have their history here as well. So they beat you. They beat Iron Thunder. They got Iron Thunder came all the way back. He got in Tactical Nuke's bracket. So he won his last 3 games, which is what he had to do to get in.
Yep.
Did he kill a Flesh Golem? He's only got. One of them is not very good. Unfortunately.
Death result prevented. Death result sustained 1.
Yeah,
So
that'll probably be the Flesh Golem or something. Anyway, big werewolves. Did he lose
very big
a werewolf?
Very big team, but very good team, I would say.
Yeah, very, very good team.
I don't really know what else you would like on a Necro team.
I think this is pretty. So I want to check the stats on his second werewolf. Oh, it's only 6 games. Okay, so his werewolves are back. They've both played half the season. There's no mighty blow on the werewolves yet.
Nope.
And no mighty blow on the team, which is pretty rough. Let me look at the other Wraith.
I remember from my game when I was playing him, he kind of lacked in that department.
Yeah.
And it actually hurt him.
Yeah.
I think how he won versus me was that I actually bashed him out quite heavily and like started to taking out zombies.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately for me, he did werewolf thing and did like Roadrunner style.
He
successfully caught the ball and then Roadrunner into some corner somewhere.
Elf. Right.
But so, I don't mind the play style. It's just annoying to play against.
Yeah, imagine an elf coach. They're so annoying to play against, aren't they? Right, 215k in the bank, 1200 almost on the dot because of this MNG Flesh Golem. Could be a rough game. They're playing up against Dockmark, the Unearthed Arcana, the highest placing undead team out of quite a few. 6-4-2. Congrats to Docmark, but he's eaten a movement burst on his white, so he's down a white for this game anyway. And
Yep.
I suspect Docmark wins this. I think this is just a big guy diff.
Could be.
I suspect.
But the thing is, though, with Docmark, is that like he's such a solid coach when it comes to the normal sort of thing, right?
Yeah,
This is a, like, as we said before, a stock standard undead team. You have like your guard everywhere, you have your block everywhere. And I know Docmark played things like dwarves in BB2,
so Docmark
right?
is known for dwarves, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so
Docmark's
too.
dwarves have been a thing since Blood Bowl 2.
Yeah. And transmitting that over, I think he has a good shot at this, just because he's so reliable with just doing solid, slow
and Undead.
choices,
If you're gonna do a 1 year Super Bowl, Undead is like one of the teams to do it. Like, make no mistake, this is a great coach with a solid team at this team value. Made playoffs. This is absolutely a Super Bowl threat. So the winner of this game, I think I'm picking Docmark here. No offense to Tactical Neat Penguin, but I'm backing. There's a team gap. I don't think the 60k, 80k worth of petty cash will get you enough to overcome the team gap. The Wolves have to fire so hard, and without Mighty Blow, they might not do that. The Flesh Columns just get sat down, I think, in this matchup as well, yeah. So they will play against Mr. Bop Not and the Confused Knaves. Where have they come from? Gman Premier. So your reward is... So this is a bit of a disappointment if you're either of these two guys, because you could get to the round of 16 without having played any international games, unfortunately.
That's a little bit saddening.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but oh well. It shows that we'll be sending...
It's easier for scheduling. So that's
easy for scheduling. That is true. So this is who you guys have to play against. The winner of this game, I've got it open on Chrome, by the way.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Oh, nice. So it is Mr. Bopnot's Confused Knaves, 29, 12, and 14 overall record over the seasons. And you can see that this has been a team since season 1, and we're now on season 5. So look at these Skaven Blitzers and tremble in fear, I will say.
Yeah.
Brutal.
And what did the Super Cyanide player say? Only 2 gut runners, right? That's how you play it.
Well, no, it wasn't Cyanide. It was Games Workshop.
Games Workshop, I guess.
Yeah, Swan Song for the 4 gutter runner Skaven. He will get an MNG clear, so they will have all 4 gutter runners and all 4 blitzers to face you. 15 players. 15 players on Skaven.
Yeah.
They're 1700 team value. There could be some fun inducements, because you'll get about 400 inducements against him.
Can you see how many dedicated fans they have?
Popularity is 6, so that's why I'm assuming that's what that is.
So what I can tell you then, if they have that high of dedicated fans, that just means that they're rolling in cash.
Yeah. I mean, they have 300,000.
Yeah, there you go.
So, brutal one. So, best of luck. I mean, I don't know how you beat this. These go runners are insanely strong.
Yeah, they are.
All 2 heads, so they're dodging like an out. They're dodging Agi 5 there. Or Agi 2+. Agi 1+ even is the new notation that will have it.
1+.
We've even got a horns guy with wrestle. So we've got a backup sacker with horns.
Yeah.
Spooky
I wouldn't like playing against this team. This is going to be a menace to play
against. You just have to hope that you absolutely clear out the lineman. The claw is counterfeited. So I think Tactical Neat Penguin is going to be so hard done by. Even if he wins, he has no tackle. Anath Arcana also has no tackle. No, sorry, they have 1 tackle on a zombie. There's also the dirty player. So, best of luck. You'll have to induce Luther von Draken or whatever it is. I mean, I think they get a star player with tackle, and just hope for the best. But best of luck to you guys. If either of you guys beat Confused Names, it'll be a legendary win. A huge upset.
It will be.
And you will then be poised to go very, very deep. So best of luck to both coaches, and well played.
Yep.
You both made playoffs from the hard part. You weren't out front. You had to battle through the crowd. to get back into playoffs. So big congrats. I'm sure you guys are very happy with what you've done, but it gets harder. So you guys got to step it up. Best of luck to both teams there. Let's have another look around the bracket. Let me look at the league table.
Cruel's Orcs.
Yes, let's look at what the Cruel's Orcs have got. So this is a scary team. These are the...
It's the highest TV team, I think, in the whole league.
Yes, the pink fluffy unicorns.
Like the fresh leagues, right?
Yeah, in the fresh leagues. Where are they? Pink fluffy unicorns.
And just looking at the team itself...
They drew Lewisham? Well, are we getting like a semi-finals situation here? What a...
Ooh,
excess.
That's unfortunate as well.
You've crippled us. So this side of the bracket, this bottom left side of the bracket, it's like all Gman. Basically a Gman playoffs. But let's look at where they finished up. And oh my god, will somebody hurt these guys? Apparently not. But yeah.
And I mean, it's so sad with that this is the case, right?
Yeah, because Barry and the lads are good as well. Like both these teams could.
Yeah.
Only one of these teams
and they have to
play
play each other before even reaching the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a rough one to take.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get rid of.
But I guess isn't that the case for all of the players that are coming from?
Yes, all the fresh teams have to do a playing game.
Okay,
but
gotcha. So
in theory, they can be matched internationally. So it's a bit rough that 4 of the Gman coaches have been put against each other. But at the same time, I don't know if there's a way around that doesn't like mess things up a bit. They might have just. I think it was just a pull out of the hat. I don't think they were seeded against each other, if that makes sense.
No. I mean, it's not that low of a chance.
No.
For it to happen.
It was probably expected to happen once. Happening twice is the dagger, I think. But the pink fluffy unicorns, they wrapped up by beating Richie 2-1 to secure their spot. They drew against me in week 11, 0-0, and they thrashed Salt Creek 3-0. And these guys are very scary. I was very lucky to draw them. I can't remember what happened.
They beat me up.
Yeah,
I remember that.
They are cruising for a bruising. Look at all this mighty blow, dude. The 6 mighty blow.
Yeah, and it's not even just the mighty blow. It's the guard stack as well. That is annoying to play against. Because it's like guard stack, and then you have like strength 4 mighty blow block pieces.
Yeah, it's rough. They win every bash fight.
It's super duper rough. But it's super funny that you've kept Mummy Murder.
Yeah. Lewisham's giving us feedback. So we've got Lewisham in the chat, by the way. And Lewisham's saying that this team is responsible for both of his losses. When they beat me and took 500 team value off my team, and the second one being the next game where I played with scraps due to all the missed next games. So looking forward to doing it again. Lewisham's up for the rematch.
Well, there you go. So it's one of those, and as we said now, Lewis, feel free to fucking ping Losre for this one.
I want to stream this game so bad.
Yeah, because I think Losre really wants to stream this match.
I do. It's going to be so goofy. It's going to be great. I also want to see your team die because of what they did to my boys. We'll get to that very shortly. But this is what Martin Cruel looks like. Mommy Murder lives on. The family affair. And God, imagine if I really want these guys to win because I want them to play Richard's Castlevania. And if anyone's going to kill this bloody skink, this skink is a mass murderer. It killed the pride of G-Man Premier last playoffs. And we need to kill it. It killed Spartacus's legendary Underworld Blitzer. And then killed another Underworld positional with fouls. We really need to kill this guy. And it's not just because it's the Ashes. Like, we actually do need to kill this guy for revenge. And these guys are going to do it. Look at these blitzers. I believe in them. So best of luck, Martin Cruel. They are going up against the well-known and popular Barry and the lads. They beat me convincingly. Barry... Okay, right. I may have made a mistake of inducing a ball and chain against a block Minotaur. That might be the dumbest thing I've done this year. The second dumbest thing I did was on my turn 2, I positioned 3. I marked up 3 guys thinking I would get a 2-die blitz, and I couldn't even get a 1-die blitz. I just completely messed up the maths in my head and ended up basing up 3 players to his like line of pain that I couldn't get rid of, and then they all got removed. And then my ball and chain got removed, and then everyone died. So it was entirely self-inflicted. But Barrett, look at this team, man. It's just one guy and like a bunch of random like level 2 or 3 pieces. It has no right to be in playoffs. This should be a mid-table team because the Minotaur should fail to blitz like 1 in 6 times, and the 1 or 2 in 6 times in the half it doesn't blitz. You should then lose the drive because of it.
And this is what we said about like Chaos being such an expensive team. I know now that he's playing 14 pieces here, but like look at the TV value and the skill gained versus some of the other teams, like that Orc team that we checked out that he's playing against.
What I'm doing, by the way,
massive description of like how many skills they've picked up.
Yeah,
it feels like.
So I am currently in blow. I'm not showing this. I'm going through Barry's statistics.
Okay.
And I want to know his wild animal activation. It won't show it, will it?
Maybe not.
Because it won't show. I want to see how many times he's failed his wild animal. Because when I played against him, he didn't fail it until he didn't fail the wild animal activation until the game was over. Like every single turn he would blitz and every single turn it would work. And that wears on you as a coach. It's annoying.
That does wear on you as a coach.
But yeah, this guy's so annoying. One MVP. Anyway, I couldn't find that stat. So we'll go back.
Yeah.
Lewisham should lose this game, I think.
I think so too. Unfortunately,
I've said that a lot this year, though. I've said that a lot this season, and he keeps winning.
I think it just depends on if Barry wants to play ball or not.
Yeah, but assume he does, because he's wanted to play ball all season long. He's the season's most valuable player and most well-known player.
True.
Pink Fluffy Unicorns has no MNG. I'm gonna pin my flag to the mast here. I think Martin Krul runs away with this one.
I think so too, unfortunately. But I would love to be proven wrong.
Yeah. He managed 4 in a row.
What are they facing if they continue forward? Which is
Linen. And Big O coach. And these guys have been around since very early on in Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl 3.
Oh, even. Season 1 maybe?
I don't know, maybe season 2 at least. But
25, 13, 16? I think that's season 1.
Season 1 maybe. Anyway, has made it to playoffs, and the highlight is this guy Richard's Castlevania, the namesake of the team, fouling extraordinaire, mass murderer, scary skink, and the rest sort of come and go. But Fred Sells is a almost legendary Saurus.
There we go.
He's on 30 SPP, and I believe he is legendary. I think, yeah, Fred Sells is a legendary Saurus. He's got 6 skills. And he's almost got Hollow Mike to legend as well. He's on his way. And then the rest of the Saurus kind of come and go, but he's got a defensive Saurus as well, which is a bit scary.
Yeah.
For the guard of the Orcs. And he's also got a token Croxagore, I believe, as well. So he matches up well in terms of strength. Like this is the only team that will outstrength an Orc.
It is.
And he's got After Imogen as well. Look at this skink, dude.
I think as well, even if Lewis wins his game versus Cruel, I think Lewis here is going to struggle, unfortunately.
Yeah, no tackle. These skinks will do whatever they want, whenever they want.
Yeah. Lewis has 1 tackle.
Yeah.
But I think the luck here, Lewis, and I'm going to be a little bit brutal. I think the luck is going to end really quickly, and it's going to end painfully.
How many tackled? Oh, he does have a tackle. I tell a lie. He does have a tackle. My bad. If the tackle survives without getting MNG'd against the Orcs, he'll have a field day here.
Yeah.
There's been by the way, there was no Lizard coaches in Fresh this year.
Yeah.
I should point that out. So hasn't played Lizards in a while. I think Martin Krul can beat this team. I think he's got it. Like, this is a really good Orc team, and if it gets through Barry the Lad in one piece, I think it could go on a really deep run. I want to see Mommy murder Richard Castlevania. That would be the highlight of the playoffs for me. Sorry, Lewisham, you come to chat, and I'm just bashing you left, right, and center here.
Yeah.
But Barry running down the big big Saurus and killing them would also be pretty hype, right?
Yeah, like any type of, I've always liked to view the like smaller troops doing great in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you will be the huge favorite of it. Like, you'll have the crowd support against Richard Castlemania from most of Gman anyway. And after that, you play. Let's have a quick look. Who else is in this quarter? So there's a world, right? What we want to see is Pink Fluffy Unicorns versus Unearthed Arcana be the quarterfinal. There's a world. You guys can make it happen, right? So I want to see everyone get behind whoever wins these games, and we want to see a G-Man Fresh quarterfinal. That would be really hype, don't you think? Like, that would be really fun if that happens. So let's cheer on the boys and try and get this quarterfinal to happen at least. That covers almost everybody. The only ones left are me and Wonderful Cat.
It does.
And Wonderful Cat gets the trap game.
Yeah.
Should we go to me first though, because I was second, and we'll finish with our champion.
Sure, I think that's more fair.
Yeah. So let's get rid of all these three. Now you're about to see the consequence of Barry when you spend all season predicting against Barry and the lads and calling them a fluke team. Then you step on the pitch against Barry. What happens is regen chooses not to work. In any of these, all of these injuries were the injuries, and there was no regen, not once. So my Rot Spawn that I wanted to be my movement 5, stand firm, diving tackle, insane piece has been movement busted to movement 3. My block guard bloater has been busted to movement 3. And my beastman got niggled and MNG'd. And my killer beastman got MNG'd, and my random other pesticle got MNG'd, and one of my block rotters died. In this game, when I get to this game,
I have a question for you here that maybe you can't answer.
Is it how to beat Barry?
The temporary retired here.
Yeah.
Do you get to get them back before the plays? No.
So after taking all of this damage, right, I decided that I am going to try some Inducement Nurgle, because I will have to play Inducement Nurgle in my game against the Gork Greenskins.
Beefy?
Yeah, look at this Orc team. This is what the Martin Krul's team should be in a Just World.
No, you're correct. This is what he should be playing.
But I think the sad thing is, right, if I had all my players, or at least some of my good players, I think I win this game. But because
I think so too.
Because I've been brutalized by the boy Barry, which I got my just desserts. I don't want to pretend for a second that I didn't deserve to get beaten up by Barry, because I absolutely did.
Yeah.
I've been talking smack for like 2 months straight. So I've decided to play some inducements because I'm Nurgle, right? I get Skitter, and Hack Phlegm, and I also get Borak.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of good inducement options. So what I've done is I have temp retired these movement busts. So even if I win this game, I don't get my Rot Spawn back, and I don't get the Bloater back until next season, with a chance to heal. Because if you haven't played Nurgle, this is really bad movement. Going movement 4 to movement 3, like, it doesn't say it's one movement, but it's such a big deal.
It's a huge deal, because it's a less of a. It seems, and I know this from an Agi standpoint, when you lose on a point of movement, it doesn't seem that much because you're already such a high movement. But because the numbers are so low, I think you treasure them even more.
Yeah.
When you have low movement, like in a Nurgle team,
it's so hard because the whole point of Nurgle defense is you have to be so efficient with your movement. Like, you can't waste a square of movement, and even then sometimes you run out of pieces. And I've only got 2 rerolls, right? So I can't be rolling rushes to catch up the movement.
Exactly. So you can't do this sprint runner.
So this is my team. I am playing against the Gork Greenskins, which is a fairly bog standard Orc team. 2 Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzers that are going to tear into my Loner Rotters. And a Strip Ball guy. The Strip Ball guy could be a problem.
I'm
My only...
I'm not going to be that guy.
No, be that
But
guy.
if you win this one,
Yeah.
I might owe you a pint.
Oh, are you Swedish? I'm flying to Stockholm, dude. I am cashing that in.
Unfortunately, Stockholm is like 3 hours away. Remember that Sweden is a fucking tall country.
Oh yeah. Wait, are you like Arctic Circle away, or are you like in Skana?
I'm closer to Örebro,
Oh god, dude, don't test my
which
Swedish like that.
which is I'm in the same level as Alaska.
Oh Jesus. Actually, wait,
When
Alaska's not that bad. Wait, so I'm doxing you live on stream, by the way. Actually, let's not do
that's
that.
fine.
That's fine. So, what did you say? Örebro.
Örebro. Do you want me to spell it for you? Because it has a weird letter.
Oh, does it have an umlaut on the
Yeah, it has.
I'm looking right. I'm trying to remember my Swedish. So are you
There
like
you go.
north of?
I'm north of Örebro by 1 hour.
Are you north of like the Gulf, like the where you go around the corner in the ocean? Are you north of
Oh.
Rovaniemi?
I'm north of Stockholm. No, I'm not. No. So you see the big. You know where Jönköping is?
No, I don't.
Or Stockholm? Do you see Stockholm?
Yeah,
You
I see Stockholm.
Yeah,
I'm
straight
following
out
up
into the middle,
Oh, in the
like
middle.
a thumb or something, and a little bit more up on my screen. So you're way too high. You're way too high.
All right.
Right where you're holding your mouse pointer right now, around Sweden, like way down. Before that, no, not up there.
3 hours away.
That is like 6 hours up.
See, Sweden's a big country, man. I forgot.
No, it's not. It's just a very tall country.
It's
a
big
long
one
country.
way. It's big one way.
I'm on the same wavelength as Stockholm. Almost.
Oh God, you're down.
That's
I
yeah.
see you.
I'm on the
I see you.
southern side of Sweden.
This is 3 hours.
It is. It is.
God, is the
It's
traffic
3
that bad? Wait, how
Yeah.
far is this in terms of miles?
No, it's 3 hours.
3 hour drive.
It's 1 hour for me to get to Örebro, and then I need 2 hours to get from Örebro to Stockholm.
Oh right. Oh, I see. Like you're off in the copper.
I'm
Where
off in
is
the
it? The iron
fucking
mine or the
nowhere.
copper mines that are around here somewhere? Okay.
I'm a silver mines is where I'm located. If you wanted to be specific, but yeah.
Right,
I'm in the deep fucking forest.
I'll get rid of that map screen. So by the way, if we win this, whoever wins this gets to play Amazons.
Sure.
And I think I get big wave back if I do win. So I will have mighty blow tackle to punch the Amazons with.
Yeah.
I'm like 90% sure. So I could beat the Amazons.
I will buy you a pint. I will swish you the money or transfer over money to you.
Nah, dude, I'm fucking coming to Sweden, dude. I'm checking out. We're going to the pub, and we'll do it that way. Let me just check. Did I temp retire? No, I didn't temp retire my Pestigor. So
you did.
If I win, I can kill the Amazons, and then I go on a huge run with Inducement Nurgle. Oh,
sure.
I'm looking forward to it. I haven't scheduled my game yet. I've reached out, but my opponent is an Australian or Kiwi and hasn't got back to me yet. So
that's it's a hard.
It's hard schedule. It'll hopefully be some point this weekend. I don't want to have to. I might have to wake up before work and play at like 5 a.m.
Ooh, that's a even harsher one.
But we'll see how we do. We'll see how we go. And finally, our champion who came through at the death, FFC Porto Balestrate. Well played. To our Portuguese coach, the wonderful Cat. Very good. Congrats. They've done it. They've won. They came from so far back to win as well.
Yeah, they climbed the ranks.
They did really well. And while me and Lucian were squabbling, and I think we'd counted him out, and he just came back and won. So yeah, he beat Ruchsey, beat RTSD, beat Salt Creek 2-1, 9 points in 3 games. Bang, bang, bang. And it's like really good coaching as well, because 9-3-2 with rookie chosen, Chaos chosen. No, and he's got a level 4 blocker, like Osama's like block guard, mighty blow, you got 4 guard, the troll, dude. Chaos chosen having trolls is so good now. They're such a much better team.
It is. It's wonderful for them, but I hate it so much.
Yeah, I hate it so much as well. But
they should have a fucking Minotaur. But that's
anyway, they get, and the reward, by the way, for winning this is they get to play against Kiander's Goblins. They are playing Goblins, and this is not, by the way, Kiander did not get this ticket for winning the Stunty Cup. He got this ticket for coming, I want to say, third in Big O Fresh with Goblins.
Really?
Yes.
How the hell do you get third?
Because Kiander is the best Goblin coach in the world.
Clearly, at least the best in.
Oh god, he's a long way the best team here. Sorry to myself and Puppet Justice and T-Self, but he's way better than all of us. He's like he's a career stunty coach.
Okay.
The jury is out. Is Yud Luger a better stunty coach than Kiander? I don't know. I think Kiander's probably better. He's, in my opinion, that's like a hot take. So it looks like a free game against Goblins, but he's playing against, I would say, the best Goblin coach ever to play the game. And he's already got a block troll. So
yeah,
it's just a lot harder than it looks. And notice how he's already leveled his so this is the tech, by the way, if you ever want to play Goblins properly. You start without the pogo stick. You play with an hooligan, and you get 2 touchdowns on the hooligan to get it to sneaky git. Well, does it start with sneaky git? I can't remember. It might start with sneaky git. I'm pretty sure it starts with Dirty Player. So you get this guy Dirty Player Sneaky Kit, and then you buy the pogo stick. And notice how it's 12. So he's saving for stats on the pogo stick, although he might give it block if he's now in playoffs. But the idea is this goes to movement 8, or Agi 2+ is the best one. And pogo stick works like old leap. So you can leap to any tile on a 3+, and you run away with the pogo stick, and no one can follow it. But this is really trim, and it's really scary. He has 950 team value, and FFC Porto Balistrate has 1450. So it's 500 for the Goblins. This should be 2 bribes and Ripper. Or
that's what it is.
2, maybe even, hang on, Ripper's 270. Bribes are 50 each. So it could be 3 bribes and Ripper.
Or it could be 3 bribes and Ripper even.
Or it could be 2 bribes. It could be 2 bribes, Bomber, Dribble Snot, and Ripper. So I favour the Goblins in this matchup.
I mean, I'm just looking at the Wonderful Cats teams right now in game.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it's a good team. But like against Goblins, it's hard because it doesn't have enough tackle, I think.
So Chaos are the best matchup you can ask for as a Goblin coach.
I think so too, because he doesn't have like Mighty Blow tackle or Mighty Blow tackle. Yet
they're in their weak armor as well. Because in theory, dwarves are the best because they're so slow, and the Bombardier like ruins them, but they have too much armor. Whereas these guys, the linemen are really killable with the trolls. And they have some strength, but the only saving grace for Wonderful Cat is he has 4 guard and a troll. And that might be enough to beat down the Ripper and 2 trolls, because the trolls are unreliable and they can fail. And there is 3 Mighty Blow. He's got a block Mighty Blow Beastman who can blitz. So the game plan is you blitz something with block Mighty Blow Beastman every turn. You mark as many goblins as you can mark. You don't show him any respect, because Chaos coaches, like, they sometimes stand off and don't block because they're scared of all getting knocked down. You just mark every goblin, and there will be make him roll as many 3+ as he can, and eventually they 1 in 9 and you win the game. That has to be the hope. But sometimes that doesn't work and you will die. So it's a scary one. Best of luck. And if they win that, they play against the Vans Warpstone Reunion Lordykins. I want to say this is Rel. No, it's Big O. He's running a Big O gauntlet. So this is Big O Premier. 24-10-23 Underworld Denizens. And look at the injuries on these boys. Should he beat the Goblins? This is a real beat up team. But look at this thrower, dude. Look at this thrower. Have you seen this? This is insane.
It is indeed insane.
So best of luck to Wonderful Cat. But then again, they can do it. If you can, like 9-3-2 winning a 30-team division with rookie Chaos Chosen, if you can do that, you can do anything. So best of luck.
I think so too.
And I
think he can do it. I'm rooting for all of the fresh teams.
Yes, I'm rooting for all of us. I'm rooting against Goblins. As somebody who has won the Stunty Cup, I'm rooting against Goblins because I really want to see our boys go deep. Because it's been a really fun season.
This has been, yeah.
And I feel like there's been really good play. So I really hope we can make a big impact here. I think if I can get lucky with my star players, I might be able to make the round of 16, maybe. And I really want to see the quarterfinal between the Pink Puffer Unicorns and Unearthed Arcana. That'd be such a big turn up for the books.
It would be.
A quick flash.
I mean, we have. So how many tiers do we, or like trees do we have? Chance in. We have 1, 2, and 3 3 different ones. Yeah.
One. So we have one here, one here. We have two here, one here, right. And then I'm
so it's 3 different shots of getting to the semi-finals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we get this quarterfinal, we'll be guaranteed one of them in the semi-final.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is a world where FFC, it's a very small world, where Wonderful Cat wins all their games, and I don't know, say Barry and the Lads wins all their games, we get a Gman Fresh semi-final between Porto Ballestarate and Barry and the Lads, which probably will never happen, but if it does happen, we'll be fine. Minotaur would rip that troll in half. He's lucky we never met. So now this semi-final now has to happen to back up that smack talk from Lewisham.
It definitely has to.
Right. It's now 3:30. We've been going for the best part of 90 minutes. So
yes.
A quick flash to the G Manilo. Congrats again to Wonderful Cat. They are now the second best coach in all of Europe in Rebel, with an elo of 1083 on Chaos Chosen. Very well done. Lewisham, myself, Martin Krul, and Doc Mark, and Juxu. So half of us, so the top 10 in G-Man are mostly us in the Fresh division in terms of raw elo. So good on us.
Could it be that you haven't played enough games and that's why you're so high up?
Well, we've all played the same apart from Jed. So Jed, Bopnot, and Spartacus got put here from their... Basically, it only has this season's worth of data. So we're all on a level playing field. So what you want to do is you want to check this back at the end of next season, where we've got aggregate, we've got more data. The more data we have, the better this gets. At the moment, it's just a league table. It's our league table superimposed on the Premier League table, but it'll be fun to see next season. I really want to wrap it up there because I'm hungry and I'm losing my voice.
That's fine with me.
But thanks for offering me a pint. I will look forward to cashing that pint in when I win my game. But most importantly, thanks for doing these with me. They've been a lot of fun.
No worries. Thank you for having me, I want to say. It's been fun.
It's been great. Because it's been a while. It's been a while since I don't know about you, but I played, I took a big break from Blood Bowl when Blood Bowl 3 came out.
Same.
For about 1.5 years, 2 years, and I'm coming back to it now. And I'm really starting to get back into the thick of it in terms of the Rebel stuff, and it's fun to do this extra thing on the side to keep people engaged.
Yeah, and I would also like to do a little bit of a shout out here. If you feel like you have the energy, just do a recap.
Yeah.
Holy hell, it's not like we are super professional when we have done it.
We're the opposite professional. We're the floor.
Yeah, and if we can do it, so could you.
Yeah.
It's very easy. You could do it just on your own team, wherever div you land in.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to see these recaps. And if you just send out, even Twitch nowadays has an automatic send up to YouTube button.
True. That's what I use.
So you don't even have to edit anything. You just keep it all raw. Just don't play music in the background and you should be good.
If you want to play music in the background and you don't want your recordings to have music on it, hit me up, because I have the tech on OBS Studio where I can play music on the background and my recordings don't have it. But anyway, best of luck to everybody who's made the playoffs. Hopefully, I want to see all these names again in the new year, hopefully. And we will roll it on through and we'll show those no good AI using lizard men playing Premier coaches. We will show them how to really play this game.
Who were the smack talker now?
Yeah. Well, we've got to hype things up. Yeah, apart from Richie, of course, I'm sure Richie would rather die than play a Blood Bowl match with more than 1,300 team value. But the rest of you, see you next year.
See you next year.
That's all from me. Goodbye, everybody. Good luck in